Let's see if we can't do something about my boredom.
Alright y'all, the Final Fantasy Randomizer. I've been wanting to do a playthrough of this for y'all for a while now, so I figured, why not right now? What's stopping me? So let's jump right into it. This is basically, they made a program, you put legitimately attained Final Fantasy ROM in there, set some settings, and bada bing, bada boom, you got a whole new adventure, you know, depending on how drastically you set things. For this very first playthrough I'm doing for y'all, it's going to be fairly straightforward. Just the major items and treasure chests are shuffled. No crazy nonsense yet. I figure we just dip our toes in. But first thing we need to do is make a party. Alright, I didn't put any restrictions on party composition. There's all kinds of options for it, and we can get into that later, but I don't want to sit here and dump a bunch of lore on y'all right to start with. But one interesting thing to note, first of all, quality of life improvement. We can press select on this screen and see the bonuses. Bonus and malice. So basically what this means is you can set it so that each class gains a certain number of bonuses randomly and a certain number of detriments. They call it blurses. It's blessing and curse poured made together. But for this introductory randomizer we're doing right now, sorry, this is all off the cuff, off the top of my head. I should have rehearsed this. I should have put together a dissertation. Each class is going to have 2 bonuses and 1 curse. So, for example, the fighter here, resist all, I'm going to assume means he's already got all resistances built in. He doesn't even need a ribbon. And he starts with plus 40 max HP. His malice is no promo armor, so when he gets promoted to knight, he's not going to be able to wear any of that knight exclusive armor. He's just going to have fighter armor. But fighters get some good armor. They're scrappy fellers, son. So I think we should have a fighter, son. Our MT, our main tank. We'll even name him MT, son. Main tank, boys. Brian Lee himself. Okay, what else do we want? Now, what's the thief got going for him? Okay, so he resists debt, so I guess he could take out a loan and not incur too much interest. And he can equip axes, but he has minus 10 magic defense, boys. That's rough. I don't know if we're going to be bringing a thief with us. What about the black belt? Plus 20 vit means he's going to gain shitloads of HP. He starts with 10 straight, and he can't equip a mass immunity. What a shame that our black belts to be master can't equip the mass immunity. Whatever shall we do? Son, this is our punch boy. I don't think we can fit punch boy in there. Good old PB, the punch boy. Son, invite him to a party and he'll always bring the best beverages. We could bring none. This is if you want to challenge yourself or if you plan on, because remember in Final Fantasy, it splits the experience amongst your 4 living party members. And if you're just going to have one party member be dead the whole game, you could just pick none. Son, the death clock, when they roll a randomizer, they pick the most brutal party member of all. Nothing. All right, what are we looking at? What's the red mage got? Elemental magic. I think he already had that. Maybe that means he can get all of it, but I thought he already could. Plus 10 luck. He's got minus 10 hit percent, though, so he's not going to be very melee capable. That's interesting. What about the white mage? Okay, starts with buff. Oh, okay. I remember what that means now. They added a setting where you can have your mages, one of their blessings can be they start with a level 8 spell and 2 charges. So that way they can have a good spell that you can use right at the beginning of the game. You can get stuff like life and warp. So I'm going to assume the white mage has like haste or temper. Oh, spoilers, by the way, the randomizer also fixes the game's bugs. So all the spells work. It's so much we're getting into. Now his malice is they'll never learn Cure 3. I don't know what level because I've set it to shuffle the magic across all the levels. But that is a shame, but you know, it's not a deal breaker. Oh, also they can equip legendary swords. So right from the start of the game, if we happen to find a damn, I don't know if that includes the Excalibur, but some of that high-end shit. Vorpal swords, is that legendary? There's a poem featuring a Vorpal sword, I'd like to think. And what's the scrappy little black mage guy on him? God bless his heart. He starts with elemental plus magic. He's got luck. Can't equip a ribbon. Damn, that's hurtful. Alright, since we're doing a by-the-book introductory randomizer playthrough, let's start with a by-the-book Final Fantasy 1 team. This is the team... Well, I'm going to do White Mage and Black Mage for last year's slots. This is the team that the Player's Guide, the Nintendo Power Player's Guide used. So you know it's good. Our White Mage heals. Heals. Not minus. You're like, doesn't that say hails? That could be the recurring joke. The White Mage is like, it's pronounced hails. And the Black Mage is a little feller, son. He's my boy. You're my boy, Blue. Not blah. Boys, if we run into the Earth Cave Vampire, son, we're going to have his favorite party member with us. That's a hell of a party right there, boys. Let's get started. Ooh, look at that fast transition. All right, we're here on the world map. Oh, yeah, that's another thing this improves. Look how much quicker you go between screens. It's ridiculous. Oh, we start with a random assortment of helpful items. This is another setting. I picked the, most basic one. Might have been, the beggar's choice. But that's some good fucking items to start the game with, boys. We start with our default money. We don't have any weapons or armor, but we can go into town. Let's see what the magic he got is. Yeah, okay. Now, the downside to this is I don't believe these spells will appear in any of the other levels, and you don't get many level 8 charges. So, there's that. That's the downside. Temper, fast, and viz too. It's not bad shit to start with, though, when you think about it. Alright, get me into town. Oh yeah, by the way, you move like grease fucking lightning. This is default movement. If I hold B to put a limiter on him, son, so that the human eye could see him. He's too fast for the naked eye, son. Sonic the Hedgehog himself would be like, yo, slow down, dude. Running around town at the speed of sound is fun and all, but causing a pedestrian accident is no good. Okay, let's see what we got in our store. Okay, so I've got more quality of life shit to tell you. Now, see how some of the characters are waving their hands in the air as if they just don't care? I just noticed the dragon +5 sword. So if a character can use a piece of equipment or a spell that is in a store, they just strike a pose. That's really nice. The original game should have had that. Also, weapons can have modifiers like the Dungeons and Dragons. So plus whatever means it's got more stats, minus means it's got less stats. Also, that's the defense sword that casts ruse. We can just buy them if we have 22,122 gills. Okay, well, to start with, I guess we'll get an iron hammer for our MT, and we'll get an iron hammer for them heals. Don't even start with me how it's pronounced tails. I won't do it. So my grandma might watch this from heaven. Okay, the Aegis shield is nice. This is great because everybody can wear it if we get a hold of some fucking money. That's a hell of a level 1 stores we've rolled here. Alright. What kind of magics you got for this crowd, though? I hope it's good. Quake Rub Dark Hold. That's pretty good. We'll just take Quake for now. Yes. Blue. Okay, Rub is like an instant death spell. Dark inflicts darkness, which I think actually works in this version. Paralyze the enemy with a hold spell. It's so cheap, we might as well. Just for fun. If you're real lucky, you get like Nuke or Lightning 3, which, spoilers, I know we have, but that's due to blursing shenanigans. in like level 1. Oh, Cure 3 is a level 1 spell. That's so sad that we can't learn it. When our knight upgrade, or when our fighter upgrades to a knight, though, he should be able to learn it, and that's good. I guess Invis? You have Invis too, but you only have 2 charges of it. Do we need protection from Rub? We might. Well, these are the only spells the character can learn. Because there's only 3, or there's only 4 level 1 white spells. So it's not like we have anything else to fill them slots with, now that I'm thinking about it. Alright, that's cool and all, but what kind of shit you got at your item store? Corneria. I'm too fast. I can't walk inside. Okay, well, Crystal. Unfortunately, it's not a blue fox hanging out at Squidward's house. Son, see my Zelda 2, The Adventure of Link magical video game adventure to get that joke. But one of the key items has been placed in a random store, which, spoilers, it's the Corneria store. So that's the crystal that lets Matoya see. So we'll have to buy that when we have money. Prices are shuffled by a certain percentage. I left it on the default. So we proc super cheap heal potions, which I love. But another nice thing, another quality of life, is that we can buy quantities of items. Imagine that. You got to do the maths yourself, though. That's the hard part. That's where they get you. Okay. Fun and laughs is one thing, son, but we got to get this adventure going. Equip our 2 weapons, unlike John Freeman, who was Gordon Freeman's brother, in case you forget. 5 gold for the inn. Hot damn. Not even the Econo Lodge. It's that cheap, and we didn't even have to get bed bugs. I can't leave town. All right, let's run up there and kick Garland in the nuts. That'll be fun. That's a Final Fantasy. We ain't gonna get in one fucking battle, boys. Hot damn. I want to save outside the Temple of Fiends in case some shit happens. Shit goes down. All right, these chests are going to be randomized, so I want to open them. You found Dragon +5 sword. Hurt Dragon. Oh, this is another thing. It tells you who can equip it, and it tells you all of the stats for it and any bonuses it have, which actually work in this version. This is a good introductory randomizer. We're getting handed all kinds of good shit. I told you this first one was going to be easy. Okay. I forgot that our Black Mage has bonus to scrappiness in that he started with real good level 8 magic. So let's just blow these motherfuckers up and gain us some levels. Look how fast this battle's going, boys. Boom, 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 boom. Shit, yeah. We're all level 4 now. Oh, that's another thing. The randomizer multiplies like the money and gil you find because, you know, you're just trying to get through the damn game. But I watch a lot of races of randomizers. 1v1, sometimes 4, 1v1v1v1, I guess is how you say that. It's like trying to write Roman numerals. We found experience in a box. Did we level up? We did. I didn't even know that setting was turned on. A bunch of wolves. I don't want to fight. Look, we're all sad because, not because we took a lot of damage, but we've leveled up so much that we're at low HP now. The creep. Get Scooby-Doo in here. Oops, my Dragon +5 sword killed you. What a shame. I guess we should go outside and rest, and then we'll kick Garland in the dick. It's a good plan. I wonder if we're going to run into any hardships in this playthrough. Let's see. That, our punch boy should be punching. Oh, yeah, I forgot we got the iron hammer +3 or whatever on heels there. Heels on wheels. Yeah, you'll knock us down all right. Oops, oops, oops. Guess I'll just cast all my powerful magics now. What a shame. Punch boy, light boy, and he's dead. Never to return. Alright, get me the hell out of here. Alright, what you got for me, the king? The ruby. That's neat, I guess. It's a Final Fantasy IX reference, I assume. And the princess has a canoe from 2,000 years ago, boys. I hope you put some fucking Flex Seal or something on that fucking thing. It can't be airtight. Alright, we need to go explore the world. First, we need to go back to town. We've got cash money. Burn a hole in our fucking pocket now, boys. What was it we wanted to buy with all this cash money? Oh yeah, everybody gets a copper bracelet. Multipana. Oprah Winfrey herself couldn't hand out copper bracelets any faster than we are now. I think we're not going to be able to afford the last one. We aren't. We'll have to go outside and kick something in the dick. Preferably a monster. But if we see like an old man with a big sack on his back full of money that he's trying to get home to his wife and children, we can kick him in the dick too. Boys, we're trying to save the world from goddamn time loop shenanigans. I can't remember if it fixed the ineffective bug. I'm pretty sure it did. It didn't. There might be a setting to do that. Maybe I should pay better attention when I'm generating these seeds here. Somehow we won. They dropped cash and they dropped money. And if Pooh was here, he'd wish they dropped honey. Okay. The last of the copper bracelets. I don't think I even equipped any of them yet, did I? Nope. Cop. Remember that cartoon Cops? Central Organization of Police Specialists. I only remember the intro because it's real catchy. Oh, the bridge is free in these settings. Okay. We're not going to bother visiting Matoya until we have her crystal, which I didn't have the money for, unfortunately. Alright, we need to do this in a better order. You do that, and then I can just mash A. Death. Punch boy. You couldn't hit him. You're like level 7 or 8. It's shameful. There we go. There's actually a setting in the randomizer program called Improved Vanilla, where it doesn't even like randomize the game. It just applies all of these quality of life improvements to the base game. On my flash cart on my NES that I demonstrated during my Final Fantasy III TMVA, I actually have the improved version of this game on there. If I ever want to set on my actual Nintendo and play the good version of Final Fantasy I, that's what I do. Okay, y'all take your turns. It's the last thing you'll ever do once that black mage, once my boy Blue gets up on the mic, son, drops it like it's hot. Fur 3 for days, or it's fire spelled leaked, son. My boy Blue's always one step ahead. Give me that boat. Or the TNT, I'll take that too. I guess I could watch some old movies. If it was TBS and it was Sunday morning, we could at least watch SWAT Cats before Ted Turner canceled it. Pure house heal. I see. I'll buy a house. Well, I want to save up for gear. You're like Metal Gear? No, Snake. I mean, some of it might be metal. We can buy heal helmets. They cast heal. Look at all this good shit, boys. I mean, I set it to a variable of plus or minus. I guess sometimes you get all pluses. What can you do? Alright, we got any good black magic? I got a little scrappy fella here with some level 2 charges. Hot damn, boys! You know he needs warp. You know he needs ice. And you know he needs temper. Now, temper... You'll remember our white mage has temper. Okay, so that doesn't take it out of the spell pool. It's like a separate individual thing. See, I'm learning about the randomizer as we go. Me and you are on the same page, viewer coon. Got a great mage. We got a ruse stick. Flame sword. Sun sword. Ruse stick. The mage staff cast fire too, I want to think. And they got an axe. They say it's great, but it's only 1040, son. I need a 2K axe, boys. You gonna start calling that great? I want to future-proof my melee weapons. Alright, let's stay at the inn. My black mage is tired from putting the whole team on his back during that pirate fight. Alright, we don't actually have a boat yet. But the world is more interconnected. Look how quick the map pops up. In the settings we currently have. We could actually walk to the south and canoe down the river, or we can walk all the way over to the dwarf cave. I think we'll do that, and we can buy Matoya's crystal on the way, son. We'll show up with that crystal, and Matoya will be like, "You fool, you know I'm a Wolf O'Donnell fan. Get that weak-ass shit out of my house. I don't want your flavor of the month, garbage waifu." Like, flavor of the month? They introduced Crystal in Star Fox Adventures like in 2002 or 3, and she's still hanging around, son. I like to think it's solely the work of Dr. Comet, son. In the early days, he was the one that was introducing the internet, the Blue Fox lady, son, and then he disappeared. The greatest tragedy of the internet is that Dr. Comet disappeared before he ever did a Freya Crescent drawing, son. It's heartbreaking. I assume that Elon Musk is working on the Dr. Comet AI image generator. He's pouring all of his resources into it. Okay. We want the crystal. Oh, yes. What do you got to say about it? Oh, I thought you had like a cool flavor text description. Final Fantasy IX spoiled me. Alright, so you may wonder where the hell I'm going if you're a Final Fantasy 1 fan. Part of the expanded opening setting is they moved these mountains so we can just walk over here. Good for us. A bunch of wolves. I ain't got time for this unless my black mage gets the turn. Ooh, what a shame, what a shame, what a mighty fine shame. What a mighty, mighty fine shame. He couldn't kill them all though, and then Heels ran away. The white mage being spiteful. Not an asp. Remember that episode of I Am Weasel? Where the red guy was like Cleopatra and all these snakes wanted to bite him on the ass. And it was just an excuse to make asp jokes in a children's cartoon. I remember. An opal shield. Nobody can equip it because remember that's night only, and since the Blurst doesn't let him equip it, that little blank but underneath Ava and above resistance just has nothing. The only person who could equip that is the store where I'm going to sell it. If we had the adamant, we could get him to give us an item. Alright, remember we got TNT. It's dynamite. It's TNT and it'll win the fight, son. My boy Nedrick, I think they named him in the remakes. Thank God he gave us the Mystic Key because we needed it to open this treasury. Talk about perfect planning. Talk about a plando. I want experience points and money and some bandage and some radiation medicine. All kinds of 10 fake callbacks in this episode. Hell yeah, Silver Gauntlet +4 and a cavern. And a Zeus Gauntlet, boys! My God! Okay, the Zeus Gauntlet were given to heals, so that way they can cast an AoE spell all the time. You're equipping that. Did we pick up any other cool weapons? We didn't. Just throw this away. It ain't even worth vending. Yeah, I think he swung that like twice. No, I don't know if he even swung it. Didn't we walk all the way to that treasure chest in the Temple of Fiends without getting into one fight? Oh yeah, we got warp! I guess I won't waste it. We do have the Cross the Overworld map. Beware the random battles. Glueless A. Legendary Frog was relevant around that same time. The Dr. Comet era, we refer to it as. Now, we got a canoe, so we can just walk down here. Without the crown, there's no reason to visit Astos. Do we want to go all the way to the Marsh Cave? I do have a house. My boys need a house, Jerry. Yeah, let's walk our ass down there. Boys, if we were playing vanilla Final Fantasy 1, we'd just now be hitting like level 3. Just run away from everything. That's a good plan. Remember, our Black Mage started with improved luck, did he not? Yeah, you could see their blurstings on this screen. So that would help him run away more. Because stats actually work in this version of the game, if you can believe it. Okay, we're just going to use a tent for now. Because we're going to raid the top half of the Marsh Cave. The mystery of the secret of the lie of the Marsh Cave. I'll never forget it. I'll never forget that day Jack went out in the boat and got abducted by a sea monster or something. How did Jet originally get from fake Spira to like real Spira? Because the story is like he went out on the boat to train. We're talking about Final Fantasy X, kids. Keep up. The iron armor, I guess. So we lose a shitload of evasion. What does this thing do? We lose no evasion, but gain less of a shitload of armor. What is weird conundrum? But yeah, in Final Fantasy X, Jack. We were talking about Jack. The Blitzball guy. He's Tidus's dad. Boys, you kind of need to catch up on Final Fantasy lore. Like, I'm waiting for Tenfei to play Final Fantasy X. I'm like, Jesus? You're going to live that long, son? That's confidence, boys. God, I don't know if I could. I don't know if I could play Final Fantasy IX due to feels. Much less move past 9 into 10. Once you get past Final Fantasy IX, you're in the sad times of Final Fantasy. I ain't got all day for heals to lit to these fucking things to death. I found money in a box. Good for me. Son, I can challenge Triple H for the belt. An ice shield is a nice shield when you got a fighter in your party. Is that a fighter in your party, or are you just... Oh, you don't have to finish it. It's a fighter in our party. That's the joke. Okay, we can warp the fuck out of here, boys. Whoosh. And just for fun, we can double warp the fuck out of here. Whoosh. We're going to step over here. We're going to sleep in a house. Didn't I buy a... No, I said I was going to buy a house and then I didn't. Because I wanted to buy money. I wanted to buy gear. I'm like a little kid who's sad that he picked the wrong ice cream flavor. Well, let's save again. We'll just walk in and out of the Marsh Cave. Light warriors are so spoiled these days. Back in my day, in the 80s, in Final Fantasy 1, we got our ass beat in the Marsh Cave over and over and we liked it. God, the first time I got through the Marsh Cave in my youth playing this game, I probably leveled to like level 10 or 11 or 12. Bought 99 heal potions. Probably went to the Peninsula Power. I can't remember which of these rooms have boxes in them, so we're just going to look into every room. We're just going to kill every muck. He just walked over there and punched the dog shit out of that. Saitama himself might even glance up from his Game Boy. I don't know how that man plays video games, because he gets mad at video games like more than he gets mad at actual, like at foes. I guess because in the video game world, his impossible, ungodly strength isn't really translated very well. There's like a little OVA bonus, in between seasons bonus episode, where he enters a fighting game tournament, and spoilers, Garou the hero hunter is there, and he's using this apparatus, like VR chat apparatus, that lets him control his character with his actual movements. That's a great axe, but is it better than my dragon sword? I can't choose between all these good weapons. Okay, 29, 30, 35, 32, 20, 21, that's different. If the thief was here, he could use it. Well, anyway, Saitama's bad at the game. Garou loses anyway, of course, to King, the true hero of One Punch Man. I want to blow all these wolves up. I'm just like Louis Senpai and Beastar's son. I see a bunch of wolves, first thing I think about is blowing all of them up. Okay, I need to save my big spell. Oh, I've got Quake! It's like we were at a LAN in the 90s, and the one StarCraft CD we had that we were going to put spawn copies on all the other computers so we could play multiplayer was scratched, and we thought the whole weekend was ruined. But then guess what? I got Quake, boys! It's a good joke, despite the fact that I've never once played the original Quake. It's true, I'm a fake PC gamer, boys. If my subscriber count plummets after this episode, we'll all know why and how deserved it was. Alright, normally these sorcerers are a problem, but... Oh, that's a blue dragon? Excuse me. I didn't know I was buying an Xbox 360 in 2000s Japan for the exclusive blue dragon. Okay, here's how we're going to deal with this fucking guy. Let's fast fighter. I'm going to assume he's like a lightning dragon. I don't know which spell. I don't know if he has a weakness. Let's just cast ice. I think it's the higher level elemental spell. Slow. Oh, ain't that lovely. Your Punch Boy still did 47 damage. Fuck you. You're talking to my boy Punch Boy all wrong. You're talking to my Punch Boy all wrong. Alright, well, he's out of good shit. Just cast hold. Put a hold on him. Never mind, because the MT came out swinging, boys. We found Rod. He's like, hey, guys. Thank God you found me before the race came on. Now, I think there's another box or two we need to check before we leave this place. $205. How could we have lived without it? Not werewolf. Yeah, heals. You tell him. We're getting the hell out of here. So some of these boxes are linked to the ones upstairs, in case you're wondering why they're empty. Now that we've got the Mystic Key, we can actually walk in here. That's not good. We need to not fight these things. Good, we ran away like heroes. The flame shield -3. Oh, did we ever equip the ice shield? We did. So yeah, this is 12 -0, 9 -3. But if we need resistance to ice real badly, like if we go to fight an ice dragon, they're not nice dragons. I can tell you that much right now, boys. There ain't nothing in that room for me. Scum and villainy. Beaten feet, boys. Okay, I want that. Son, the lady from Napoleon Dynamite. This is bad again. Of course, the enemy went first. If I had a charge of Lit 3, I'd blow these things up and we would get a shitload of experience. But unfortunately, I don't. And of course, the sea snakes. Oh yeah, the enemies get shuffled abilities, so the sea snakes can cast slow. Sea snakes slow, son. That's how we say it. I was gonna say somebody's gonna die if we can't get out of this fucking battle. At least we got a bunch of experience. Now our levels are all fucked up. It's my favorite part. I guess we need to stop and actually heal. I've been so powerful for so long. I told you we'd face adversity. I finally remembered what word I was trying to say earlier in the Temple of Fiends. Adversity. When you've never experienced it, you don't even know what the word is. Ironic that the healer died. It's not, because enemies love to pull shit like that in video games, boys. They love it. I can't be dealing with you, crowd, and your nonsense. Please, somebody, my God, run away. Thank you. 2 giants. Punching my empty. Don't punch the black mage, that's cheating. Silver -2 armor. It's probably not. Well, let's see. Plus 24 -23. Plus 14 -12. So, yeah, you gotta balance evasion and defense. You kids ever played a JRPG? You boys ever been to Corneria? Okay, we can finally get the hell out of here. Most of the dangerous enemies are just on the trap tiles, so I'm not as worried running out of here. God, I've seen randomizer seeds watching the races, the speedrun races I was telling you about, where like the imps at the beginning of the game cast like Fire 3 or some shit. It's crazy. I told you this is going to be a standard by the book first randomizer seed. So we're just having fun, sharing laughs. If y'all have a good time watching this, you have to let me know in the comments, and maybe I can start getting into some more advanced shenanigans in the future. Wow, nobody can run away from these slimes. Everybody slipped on banana peels left and right, boys. One of y'all tried to grab a fake item box. You know the question mark's upside down, right? You could hear Wario laughing in the distance when he hit it, so we know who put it there. We know who's going to win. And why did he win? A free ass beating. Alright, I ain't fighting nothing till we get back to town and bring my boy Heels back, son. He's getting left behind in the levels. I should have taken the Zeus gauntlet off of his corpse and put it on like the black belt, so that in a pinch, or you know, put it on the black mage so that he can always be casting. The ABCs of black magic is to always be casting. So close to town. They brought the Groger battle. Okay. We're in town. Yes, sir. We're in town. Yes, sir. My boy. Look at all that cash money we got burning a hole in our pocket now, son. Hell yeah. I'm going to go to the whip and shop. Okay, what do we want to sell? Just that great axe. That moderately good axe. That's 500 gold. It ain't bad. We could buy a heel staff, or a scimitar, or a were sword, or a coral sword. Now, we ain't going to find any of the nunchucks till the end of the... We're already past the point where the black belt would want nunchucks anyway, so it don't really matter. Heel staff would be nice so that the white mage can always be healing. ABH, that's what white mages believe in, son. Always be healing. What are the like damage stats on it? 15, 9, 11... 12, 9, 11, son. Never forget. I guess we'll keep the iron hammer on you then. Okay, then. Alright. That's cool and all. What kind of level 3 black magic we looking at here, boys? Fire, zap, lock, stop. We'll just take zap. Always be zapping. That's another one of them instant death spells, I believe. The black mage is so fond of. You're gonna get heal too. Yes. If a fur is fire resistance, harm hurts the undead. That's not bad if we run into a big pack of undead. X-fur is like banished to another dimension, but, you know, it never fucking hits. So, I'm not that worried about it right now. If you want to talk about other Final Fantasies, Terra's unique Magitech armor at the beginning of Final Fantasy VI, when her and Vix and Wedge are storming Marsh, has an X-fur ability built into it. But everyone just uses Bio-Blaster, so it don't matter. Opal armors, the black shirt. That casts ice too. And it's real good equipment for a black wizard, which we don't have at the moment, but we will someday in the future. What I'm going to do is I'm going to buy him that now so he can grow into it. And this way I can leave the Zeus Gauntlet on heals, and they'll both have a way to cast free elemental damage. Free AoEs. A big part of Final Fantasy is your free AoEs. Okay, we need to sell your copper bracelet. Both of your... I just realized we got this amazing Opal +5 armor, and he can't do nothing with it. Boys, the guy at the store is like, hot damn, son. I knew it would pay off someday. I'm like, you're happy that you're giving me a bunch of money for gear? He's like, well, I'm going to resell it. Do you not know how commerce works, boy? How are you going to save us from 64, 69s, boys? I don't know if you need to be saved from a situation like that. You're like the guy in Monty Python and the Holy Grail at the Castle Anthrax, son. Might not need saving. It's like that time Gus tried to save Firion from that snake woman who was impersonating the princess in Final Fantasy II. Okay, I'm going to buy a house this time. Like I said originally, my boys need a house, Jerry. Okay. So the hardest part of the randomizer is town. Deciding what to get. Ooh. They're all so good. Okay, Cure 4 just gives a character full HP. Harm 4 is the best anti-undead spell in the game. Ruse is good because it puts 2 stacks of evasion on yourself. But Fade is holy. And holy is good. Now the problem is Fade completely negates the need for Harm 4. Because remember... Fade is just better because it hits everything. I don't think Harm 4 hits undead any harder than Fade does. It's just they're on the same spell charge level. It just renders it obsolete. We might buy Ruse at the end of the game for fun. Nuke. That boy just learned Nuke. I don't believe I need Fire 2 or Lit 3 or Stun when I got Nuke. We got nukes and shit. Not even the LAPD can boast that. Alright, okay. What was left that we wanted to buy? Weapons to surpass Metal Gear, maybe? Another heal staff on the Black Mage could be useful in the long run if we need to spam heals, if we're desperate, I guess. Gotta plan ahead for shit like this. Alright, remember, we don't have a boat. Son, the Lonely Island ain't gonna pay us a visit. So, where are we going now? We need to visit Crescent Lake, Crescento Lake. We do need some more actual consumables for when we start getting poisoned and shit. I don't think the town shop here... Wasn't it just houses and pure potions? You love cheap houses, by the way. Remember in the original game, they're like 3,000 each. So if we buy us a mess of these... Oh, soft potions. I think we have a couple already. But it means we can cast magic constantly because as long as we're on the world map, we can just keep restoring our spell charges. So we're going to see, here's something I love about the randomizer. We're going to walk along the southern coast and take like the canoes and shit. You get to do all kinds of fun shit. I mean, there's a chance you could start the game and get like the floater immediately and just go get the airship. But in this instance, we get to do something fun. And that's always good. It's always good. Ooh, blowing up wolves with Zeus gauntlets, son. When Louis Senpai is a white mage, son, that's how he handles the wolves. I don't want to fight river enemies, so I'm going to run away. Heroes, the whole lot of us. How often do you get to walk around this part of the map, boys? Not a single troll. How will we ever defeat him? How will we ever defeat him? It's a mystery. Somehow we won. Good times. Heals caught up to us in levels. That's fun. That's a neat trick. So if we had the floater right now, we could walk in there and get our damn airship that we're owed. And look at that. We've walked to Crescent Lake. What y'all got at your item shop? Pure heal tent. Okay, we want tents so we can save on the world map wherever the hell we want. Now here's the thing. If you want to max out something, you have to do the math yourself. So we need 73 heal potions if we wanted 99 heal potions. I don't think we need that many right this second. Let's see what the stores have gotten. Anything good for me? Temper Gauntlet. They just cast Temper for fun. I want one for you, and I want one from a Punch Boy, because even if he can't equip it, he can use it. Also, we got Pro Rings. They're -4, but damn, it still gives you resistance to death. Also, the Pro Cape is the only quote-unquote shield that casters can equip normally. So yeah, when we've got some more money. Once again, the hardest part of a randomizer is keeping that cash flow going. A katana sword. That's a legendary sword. Our white mage could use it. White mage katana. Cat claw is good, but only for a scrappy black. Oh, the red wizard can equip that too. I never realized. At least not recently. Alright, when we have money for magic, what are we going to want? I guess we can get Invis 2. Remember, we have 2 charges of that, but they're level 8, so we're not going to get many more throughout the game. So that's just something to keep in mind. What about my boy Blue? That's... if we get anything, it'll be Lit 2. Level 6 Lit 2, son. Randomizer makes strange bedfellows of your magic lists. Alright, we get an item from talking to this guy. That's the canal below the dwarf cave, so you can sail your ship out of the inner sea. Oh, I forgot to mention, one of the settings we have turned on is for each of these key items we find and have in our inventory, I think we gain like 5 or 10% more experience. So it's to help you level even faster. Try to get your experience multiplier even higher. Alright, unfortunately, we couldn't get much gear. Is there anything else we wanted to buy? I guess we want plenty of these. We could blow some shit up outside of Crescent Lake. That would definitely get us. Tell you what, let's go to the volcano. Joe versus the volcano. Although Joe's not here. Alright, let's see if I can remember this river system. They actually expanded this river system so you can get to the ice cavern from this bottom area. You don't have to go up north. So yeah, okay, this is the dead end. They got us good. If we went right there, I think, maybe. Yes, no. I guess we should be killing more enemies if we want money. I guess I have been running a lot. Running away from financial stability. And that's how you win a fight. Hell yeah. Alright, we'll just be using tents as we go. Sleep in the canoe. Yeah, if we went right there. Because see, that little grassy path right there, that's leading up to the ice cavern. Fun times. Not two or not even Grogers. They're just regular ogres. I punch those to death for fun, says Punch Boy. Punch Boy's not afraid to punch, son. He's the opposite of Stoop Kid. Alright, here we are. Let's do a quick save. Now, there's all kinds of loot in here, boys. Volcanoes always have good loot in them. I think that's true in real life. It's just most people that go inside volcanoes probably die in real life. Alright, the spike trap. So these spike tiles, I guess I don't really need to say, but they're shuffled as well, because normally you don't encounter that shit we encountered in the Marsh Cave. These things are worth a lot of experience, but I don't know. Well, let's give it a try. In fact, we'll even throw out a lit 3. Ooh. Okay, I was wrong. We're real powerful. The mages killed them. And look at all that fucking good shit. So this would be a good spot to grind up some levels of money. An Excalibur +1. The Knight and the White Mage can equip it. Hell yeah. Well, here you go, Heels. I get this problem. I'm playing this on an emulator, obviously. But the blinkiness of the hand, like, the frame rate of it is different. I don't know how to explain it to y'all. The point I'm trying to make is I'm not being bad at the game. I just can't tell where my little hand is sometimes. Okay. That's cool. I want to get in another fight. I kind of want the, Heels, the White Mage, to solo this fucking thing with the Excalibur, but they're going to have to get a turn. Ooh! Big damage! We got our new MT, boys. We got to change names. Well, the Peds. We're being impeded by the Peds. Not the Peds. Anything but the Peds. Okay, we need Heels. We don't want Punch Boy to go down. You just nuke. Always be nuking. Big damage, big damage, big damage, big damage. Another thing I like about Randomizer is you get to cast spells a lot. In original Final Fantasy, you got to be real miserly with your magic spells, son. You got to be like Elaine Bennis with that last fucking crate of contraceptive sponges. Is that still a thing? Is Elaine Bennis from Seinfeld watching this at work? You better hope Peterman doesn't find out. He's like, my word, Elaine. I thought you were in here hard at work and you're watching some rapscallion be bad at Final Fantasy. The sheer gall. Not since you ate that old piece of cake and shat yourself to death have I been so disappointed. Not since you refused to love the movie The English Patient have I been so disgusted with you, Elaine Bennis. Thus soiling the very pants you are going to return, son. I gotta drink some water. Doing a bad half-assed impression of Jay Peterman from Seinfeld, son. It'll take a lot out of you. Alright, we gotta go down the hairpin hallway, I believe the pros call it, to get this cool chest. Wait, iguanas. Are they more? No, they're not more dangerous than giants. Even though it would be more efficient to use the casting item with our White Mage, I just... When are you going to get to swing an Excalibur as a White Mage? It's so satisfying. It's the new Masamune. Alright, we get to experience another thing I love about the quality of life improvements of this randomizer, and that's the fact that our fighter, even though he's poisoned, didn't get automatically moved to the last position. And we don't have to painstakingly drag him back to the front of the line. Oh yeah. I guess I'll kill some sharks. Gee whiz. Twist my arm, why don't you? Oh yeah. No, you were the chosen one, Heels. You were supposed to be the new EMT. Alright. Wow. Such treasures. I mean, I need money. I get how much money I'm at. My God. My God. Alright, you're gonna kill that, you're gonna kill that, you're gonna kill that, and you're gonna finish off whatever they don't kill, son. It's like leaving a half-eaten Domino's pizza out on the kitchen counter overnight. One of your roommates is gonna finish it off for you, son. Assuage you of that guilt. You found cabin. Unless Agrius comes over to help clean your house or apartment, she'll throw it away. Don't call 911. Figured I'd throw a nice Womp Comics reference in there for y'all. I always like to imagine that Ronnie Philly is watching when I record a 10F video, son. So I got to throw some womp love in there. Kill, kill. I'm going to give the white mage their own apede. Boom. My goodness, my gracious, my great balls of fire. Can't stop killing sharks. Doing it for a lark. We're just a machine. I don't want to know what we're going to run into in, like, the Sky Palace. I feel like we're experiencing such good times here at the beginning. They're going to come crashing down. You're like, no. Maybe you should have turned on some more challenging flags, Uncle Tenfei. The chief of Tenfei is having the best fucking time. He's not even looking at the screen. He's so confident in the ease that we're going to get through this playthrough of this standard-ass randomizer that he's relegated his Tenfei watching to the second screen. Okay, that's the Bane Sword. When Gotham lies in ashes, you have my permission to equip the Bane Sword. 24, 23, 3. Okay, this is better, but the Bane Sword does be cast in Bane. I can't see it, so... Okay, I thought I'd put it on you. Uh-huh. 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 Alright. 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 Let's use the Bane Sword for fun. Terminated. Poison smoke terminated. Son, cross your fingers. Poison smoke. Not enough, son. Alright, I think we could stand to be spamming some heals. Or you two could just go first, assholes. Melee boy assholes. Okay. We've almost cleared the first floor of this fucking place, can you believe it? Death. We're gonna be max level before we find any fucking rat tail and level up, boys. Technically, that wood helmet... Oh yeah, I completely forgot he has the temper glove. +8, -1, plus... Yeah, okay, that's better. I don't give a shit about equipping that fucking wood helmet. I ain't that desperate. Not a wooden stick. It would technically be a weapon. As a matter of fact, can you equip the heal staff? He can't. He made the anger. I like to think that's the noise the Black Mage made when I tried to hand him that heal staff to use as a weapon. The centipede ran away. We destroyed their morale, son. That's based on the HP of your characters. If it's so much higher than the enemies. Zombie D. Zombie D's nuts, boys. I'm casting Holy and I'm casting Nuke. And these motherfuckers are both gonna puke. Nuke. Death. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. That's a good grind tile, boys. That box is empty. Paralisk. Paralisk. You can see the difference in punch strength between those two boys. 469s. Everybody in the party gets one. 1 gold. A ribbon +1. Now remember, everyone but the Black Mage can equip that, unfortunately. So, put it on heals for now, boys. Resist all. Didn't our fighter already... Yeah, he already has resist all. He don't need a ribbon. Thank goodness, because he can't equip the Aegis shield or nothing. I don't think that silver shield's going to be better. Let's kill a few zombie Ds. Zombie D Luffy, son. Now that's an edgy OC. I want to use up all my Fades and Nukes. Fades and Nukes would be the name of the hip-hop album that the White Mage and the Black Mage put out together, son. Alright, how's everyone holding up? Mm-hmm. Remember, a stack of 99 heal potions ain't gonna cost us fucking nothing. With them being 9 gil each, so ain't no reason to be stingy. We can buy them 99 at a time. Okay. He's out of them. He's got a fire 3, doesn't he? Ooh. Fade. There should be a toggle or checkbox in the randomizer to change Fade's name to Holy, like it should have been. So back in the 80s and 90s, Nintendo was scared to death of anything to do with Christianity, son. So you couldn't have a spell called Holy. Robin of 60s Batman and Robin fame was not a fan. Holy Fade, Batman. This is terrible that they changed that spell name. Okay, I guess we could leave. There's no reason to sit here all fucking day getting fat and juicy off of these items. Now my boys get to stay in a house. Ooh. Okay, let's go back to town, gird our loins, and then we'll choose our next course of action. In the meanwhile, we're going to be beating off Hydra with both hands, son, just like Steve Rogers. Oh, yeah. Hope we find the floater soon. I hate having to walk around like a peasant. We made it back to town. Good for us. Alright, heal potions. We need 89. 89 was the magic number of heal potions. It's not even 1,000 gold. It's beautiful. You love to see it. Let's just buy some cabins for fun. I wish they sold houses here. Talk about being spoiled. Okay, what are we selling, stranger? A wood helmet. I ain't selling that fucking shitty wood helmet. We're gonna sell a silver shield off of heels. Got it. Alright, what are we buying? I want a pro cape for you. And I want a pro cape for you. Now, is the pro cape +4, +12 -0? I prefer the elemental shields on the fighter because they also give you elemental resistances. +13 -3, that's better armor. Everyone needs a pro ring. We need to see how our inventory's doing first. Okay, let's see. Let's see how are we going about this. Go ahead and equip your pro capes. Boom, boom. Okay, we need to sell their copper bracelets, get them silver bracelets. We need to sell his silver gauntlet, because even though it's really good, the pro ring takes the same spot, and I'd rather have the death. Well, he resists all. Does he resist death? Does he resist death? Let's find out. If he ever gets killed with instant death, we could say, no, he didn't. And all nod in polite agreement. Alright, we're going to sell that. We're going to sell that. We're going to buy that. Boom. We're going to buy that. Bop. And then pro rings for the boys. Pro rings for the boys. I got paid today, so there's pro rings for the boys. So we're also going to Hardy's. They deserve it. They earn that shit. Oh, he doesn't have room for a pro ring because he has that Zeus gauntlet. What a conundrum. What a conundrum. Well, in the meantime, why don't you do this? Do we need more ice resist or fire resist? The flame shield. I'm trying to decide what to sell. What am I selling? Stranger. Yeah, we'll sell that flame shield -3. I think we can live without that. I told you the hardest part of the randomizer is in town, boys. Thought I was kidding. Pro ring -3. And there we go. Now we get to do the weapons shop. Oh boy. What are we selling? Once again, stranger. I guess there's no way to make this inventory less of a pain in the ass. I guess we're just gonna... I ain't selling this. Anything we want to buy? The only reason we'd want the katana is after we class upgrade if we want to give the Excalibur to the knight. Because the knight can't equip the katana. Only ninjas and white mages. Which I guess it would include the white. If a white mage can equip it, a white wizard can too. Anything you equip, I equip better. That's right, we don't give a shit about this magic at this level. Magic of this level is beneath us. On the moon, we have no level 6 magic. No one can defeat the nuke laser. Alright, do we want to go to the ice cave or do we want to finish the volcano? We've got the route. We can't get to the Titan's cave without the ship, though. Oh, we've got Matoya's crystal. Let's go turn that in case it's the floater. In case a floater, turn in crystal. I'd trade crystal for an airship. I mean, sure, a cute blue fox lady's one thing, but with an airship, you could fly to an island populated by cute fox ladies. Cute Fox Lady Island, I think they call it. It's a real place. Okay, you crowd, everyone thinks you're real fucking cool with your shitty OE. Did I mention recently that this is the hardest Final Fantasy 1 playthrough of all time? We just have been scraping by. I think we might have encountered that adversity I was alluding to earlier. Jesus. I know, my boy's level. Well, the levels are already fucked. I forgot about the white mage incident. Okay. Okay. That was fun. We got a little humbling lesson. Okay. So here's how we're going to have to do this. We're going to have to save whenever we can get past a group of enemies without losing. Enemies go first! Sakaguchi! Even in the randomizer, his ghost appears. It is funny that the first time I've encountered anything that requires effort to surpass, I immediately throw shit fit. Oh, and the Carib can cremate too. That's fun. Rivers are fun today. Alright, we can just save scum. You can actually, with this many tents and shit, you can legitimately save scum. Because anytime a character dies, I can just reload the save. We've got big spells. Why am I pretending we don't got big spells? It's shameful. Ooh, 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 ooh. Oops, did my blue mage, I guess he is technically, solo the whole enemy team? We can move a few steps. Boom. 10. Alright, we need to go this way, haha this way, haha that way. Save at the crossroads in case the devil appears, start offering us shit. He loves to do that shit at the crossroads. Down at the crossroads to Otway, he used to offer you a cheese biscuit in the morning. But unfortunately, that's no longer a thing. What way do we want to go to get the provoke? We need to go through here. So this is where we would normally have docked the boat in a regular playthrough to get to the ice cavern. Or, you know, if you were a scrub, you could use that dock. If you don't know about canoe strats. And look at that. We've circled the world back to provoke. I was just seeing if they put anything over there. Not 4 mad ponies. How will we ever win? There was a time when these boys would be scared of 4 horses in the field. But now when they see 4 mad ponies, they just look at each other and grin. Son, we're going to be eating Jell-O and gluing together arts and crafts projects before you know it. And making horsehair brushes. Okay, we ain't been here in a while, but we're back in town and we got money. What say you, inconspicuous old man? Yeah, I bet. Alright, heals, wall life, good lord! Why didn't I check? If I'd have checked the white magic shop, boys, we'd have been in the best shape. God. Alright, well here's how this is going to work. He's going to learn life, wall, and exit. Good lord. Talk about a loaded white magic. Yeah, it didn't even cross my mind to check the white magic shop when we first came through here. We'd have had an even easier time than we've already had. What does he just have warp? Oh no, he has all 3 of those. That's right. And it's a good thing. Weapon stores. Oh yeah, we had all this fun shit. This has got to be better than the dragon sword. And even if it isn't, he's a fighter and he likes swords, so he gets swords. The ruse stick. Oh, I did that. I forgot you had to say you're buying the item and then say who you're giving it to. I forgot about Final Fantasy 1. Okay, you're 29, 30, 35. Yeah, you're better. I mean, the dragon sword's nice when you're fighting dragons, I guess. If you're that kind of guy. Alright, I want a ruse stick. on you. I mean, shit, we might as well put one on the fighter too. But we ain't gotta worry about this thing. I would get this mage staff just because it casts fire too and is nice and the black mage can equip it. But good God, you got to drop fucking some change. You know what? He's been good to me. I'm spoiling him, son. Spoiling him. Everything he has casts a magic spell. He won't even let an item go in his inventory. It doesn't cast a magic spell voice. He's like, get that weak ass shit out of my house. Actually, the black belt can equip this ruse stick. That's funny. Ah, that's a funny stick. Hey, Freakazoid, you want to go play the Final Fantasy 1 Randomizer? Do I? You know, they say black mages are better than red mages, but they can't equip ribbons. Okay, what were we going to do here? Buy some dragon armor? No, because nobody can equip dragon armor these days. Times are tough. Most of what he sells is worthless except this heal helm. I mean, nobody could equip it, but it casts heal, although it takes up an armor slot. The heal staff is much better. We're so spoiled with this randomizer seed that we can just pick and choose that shit. I want houses, and I want mouses. Of the computer variety. Or the housemaid variety. Everyone knows that cute mouses make the best housemaids. Okay, we're going to walk over to Matoya and hope she gives us either the boat or the floater. Otherwise, we got to go into the ice cave or the volcano. If she gives us the crown, we have to walk over to Astos. Yeah, I'd say we're a little bit stronger than the last time we took a stroll through this area of the game. I'm just saying. Ate some corned beef hash, son, put hair on your chest. A single creep. What is that thing supposed to be? Like a worm? With a big mouth? Unpleasant. That's what I'd say it is. Oh, Matoya. The ship. So it should appear at the nearest port to where you find it, which will be the one directly south of us. We got a boat, motherfucker. Take a look at us. Straight floating on a boat while we swear a cuss. Wolves were declared. You don't have any caster items, do you? It's got a temper sword, I guess. Just doing this for fun. Oh, you don't got no caster item. You just got cast holy. Ooh. The black belt destroyed the wolves. He did 68 damage to that last one. So shameful. Punch Boy has been delegated to worst party member. Boats! Oops, I missed. Okay. Now that we're on a boat, we still have to... Oh no, we can go... We've blown open the canal. So that means we can actually go to Melmond. Odd Eye. I prefer Snake Eyes. We're so intimidating that a gangly eyeball monster that crawled out of the ocean onto the deck of our boat took one look at us and jumped fucking overboard, son. Alright, what you crowd got going on here? Any good level 5 white magic I should know about? Heal 3 is about the best we could hope for. Fog 2 would raise everyone's armor. So, that's good, I guess. Get the hell out of my way. Okay, Fire 3 fast, XX conf. Good combo. More AoEs for my boys. 5, 56, 69s. I could do it if it was like a 3-day weekend, son. I had me plenty of Gatorade. Son. Let me show you my vacation slides from that summer I spent in Clara, son. Okay, what do we want out of here? The Ice Sword. That hurts magical. Not as good as what we've got. And that would be nice, although I don't know if it's better than our Fire Sword. Yeah. If we go back into Volcano, I mean, it would be fun to have. If we get more burning a hole in my pocket style money after we go through another dungeon, be a good chance to buy it. Chain +5! Son, you love to see it. Well, we could just give everybody a fucking Zeus gauntlet if we wanted to. The Zeus is loose. Do we need to sell anything before we go into the dungeon? Because we can't pick fucking shit up right now, boys. Whatever. Let's stay at this terrible inn. 40 gil. This is an outrage. There weren't even any good Skinamax movies on last night. You cried a real fucking flazzing, you know that? You're just what I wanted to run into. Fuck it, we'll sleep in a house before we go into any major dungeons. So, I like that Punch Boy let the MT go first. He felt bad for him. 2 of them blue wolves left and lived and learned to tell the story. I don't want to deal with any of this nonsense. Okay. White Mage had enough. Fun times. That's how you deal with a bunch of spooky ghost monsters. Just for fun, we'll save. Alright. Titan's Cave. The Titan's Cave. Hanging out with Titan in the Titan's Cave. Nuke! First turn nuke, baby! Just like in No Game, No Life, when Sora, I think his name was playing that game with the angel girl. That Japanese game where you say a word and then the next person has to say a word that starts with like the last character of the previous word. I bet people who do subtitles love that shit. Trying to make that shit work in English. Eat the ruby and let me buy. And this day you will surely die. A pure potion. Experience points. We can't hold our cap, son. This playthrough is no cap, boys. A saber +1. Neat. That would have been neat to have at the very beginning of the game. Maybe. Maybe. Before we got to the Temple of Fiends. Alright, what's Sword of the Sage got for us? I hope it's a floater stone. I hope Sword of the Sage is trying to conserve water and left a floater for us. Adamant. Thanks for adding another step to my Final Fantasy adventure. It's like getting a handful of change when you're trick-or-treating, son. Me and Homestar Runner both understand. I'm just going to save for fun. Boys, how long are we recording? A little over an hour? I'm telling you. You want to get through Final Fantasy 1, boys, Randomizer. Yeah, but if you've never played original like NES Final Fantasy 1 and it just looked too clunky for you, I would highly recommend doing the improved vanilla patch from the Final Fantasy Randomizer website, son. You'll have you a good time. And if you do have an NES flash cartridge, slap that shit on there. Impress your friends. You're like, yes, I am playing on original console on a CRT. Yes, that is Warriors of Light running and casting spells that actually work. But no, those kids aren't French. They're improved vanilla playthroughers. I tried my hardest to work that into a Muzzy joke, boys. You crowd pray for me, son. Final Fantasy 1 predates Muzzy. If you think about it, it's crazy. Iron helmet. We could go check what tiles we got in the hallway of giants. Because if you remember that left corridor over there in the vanilla game, every space was a set encounter with giants. But in the randomizer, you never know what you'll get. You could even get giants. Alright, this is a bad pack of fucks. And they need to get blown the fuck up before they start paralyzing us. Before they hit us with another paralyzer. Nuke the undead. Holy the undead. It's all good, baby. We got both types of element. Okay, water. Well, water are we waiting for? We're going to blow these things the fuck up. Can you punch water to death? Punch Boy says you can. Or at least he loosened him up. I like to think Punch Boy talks like Zeke from Bob's Burgers. Yeah! He saw that water spout and just jumped on it. Tried to put it in a figure 4, son. We can walk outside and sleep in a house. This is why I like cheap houses. We get to cast all our fun spells. Imagine playing Final Fantasy and getting to cast your fun spells. Dawn of Souls is kind of like that because it gives you MP instead of spell charges. I believe the PSP version of Final Fantasy 1 does the same. They're very casual. You don't really get the Final Fantasy 1 experience playing this version. I can't even remember where all the chests are, boys. I'm going to run away from you all just because you ain't worth the time watching the sped up animations of killing you. That's right, there's a couple of treasure rooms down here. We ain't got to check every chest in the game, but I do want to. Oh god. A somewhat legitimate threat. What a shame. Iron -3. Money. Minus money. Mummies. Normally I would just run away, but I hate mummies to death. Just cast harm. Just cast fire 3. Mummies hate it. If Brandon Fraser had known black magic boys in the mummy, he'd have been set. It'd probably helped him in the whale too. Okay, oh god. Please don't all cremate and good lord, they know nuke! The bad times! The bad times finally reached us. Jesus! Okay, we have a situation now, because those things appear all throughout this damn earth cave. Oh lord. Oh lord. Okay. We've got to start actually planning and trying now. I told you this shit weren't going to be free, son. I just want to see what's in this left treasure room, even if it die or just warp out. We did lose some levels, unfortunately, from dying. Since our hubris didn't let us step outside and save the game. How about that? And that's the way the Gruggers go. Alright, what's in the box? What's in the box? Other than these giants. Or if that's what Morgan Freeman said. He's like, I don't know how, but this crazy Kevin Spacey looking motherfucker has put a giant inside this box. It's like a TARDIS, Riggs. I don't remember what Brad Pitt's character's name was in 7. I'm just going to call him Riggs. Okay, we got to get the hell out of here. Exit. Alright, let's use the house. Alright, we need to bums rush Lich. Oh, but there's so much treasure I want to look at with my eyes. With my eyes! I guess it's not that big a deal if we game over to some nuke gargoyles. Those things are in the Marsh cave too. We got lucky. The firefighter from Resident Evil Outbreak would tell us that we got lucky. I think there's a trap tile right there, isn't? Will you fucking move? Oh, you'll notice the bats like disappeared. What that is everyone just run. There's a setting in the randomizer called NPC Guillotine. And all it does is any NPC in the game that only has one dialogue box, like Kiki, whenever you talk to them, they vanish until you reload the area. Nice for dealing with bats. And certain annoying NPCs in the world. Don't forget our white mage is packing Excalibur, son. Can close the garage door before Little Pete's mom gets home and sees that they were faking being sick. I think this is the trap tile we got. It's very straightforward. Punch Boy. The thing about black belts is once you get them to high levels, they become a force. I've noticed both times that we got 969 experience. A Procate plus 4, unfortunately. 12 and 0. Oh, it's the same. So yeah, it doesn't really matter. We can just leave that there. Ice armor plus 1. Plus 36 minus 8. Oh, that's going to be 1,000 times better than that, yeah. The sad thing is now, if we had the flame... Oh, wait! I've completely forgot that he has resist all. I forgot about his blurses. Always be blursing. So it doesn't really matter what elemental resistances the armor we equip on him has, because he already has them. You merely adopted elemental resistance on your gear, but I was born in it. You're like, come on, Uncle Tenfei, how are you not going to do a Bane impression when you find the Bane sword? But you're going to do one now. Oh no, these guys are bad news, and bad news is baseball. We need to kill them. They need to be killed. Oh, this guy's fire. Oh, boom, boom, boom. At least they're weak. Okay, good. That was good. It's a good thing. Alright, get me down the stairs. So, if we do have to reset, we know we can skip all the treasures on this floor. Because it was garbage. If it was something good, I'd warp out and save. But... I mean, that ice armor was nice armor, I guess, but it ain't worth backtracking. I know. It was worth backtracking. It was worth backtracking! God damn it. Alright. We're fine. Everything's fine. We're just going to skip that floor. Ice armor ain't no big deal. We can come back for it later. That's the lie you have to tell. It's like in Breath of the Wild. When you find a treasure chest in like a shrine and it's got a weapon in it that obviously you don't have inventory space for. The lie you tell yourself is, well, I could just come back and get this chest later if I desperately need a weapon. Of course, in Tears of the Kingdom, you can just take broken sticks and dildos and fuse them with monster fangs and shit and just build weapons. Kappa +2. Fighting crime in a future time. Images. Nothing but images. Alright, here's how we're going to do the images. Run, run. Harm. Fire. Harm. Okay, it's not enough to one-shot him. I'll keep that in mind. Hopefully blue goes. Nope, we ran away. This is a dead end? Shit, Lord. Idiot. Okay, wolves, you crowd look real color coordinated, but I'm getting the hell out of here. The giant. Not to be confused with the Groger. Another pro ring. Another priceless heirloom armor for me to leave in a box. I've done several of these on my own, some of them with more advanced settings, and you don't always get the luck that we had. Hey, look, it's the wizards from the Marsh Cave. I just want to fight them for fun now. We're just fighting for fun. Oh, they have cremate. Well, I'm glad you fucking things weren't guarding the Marsh Cave chest now, because we were a bit younger and a bit scrappier back then, son. Corned beef hash, we hadn't even heard of that yet, son. Our chests were all smooth as a baby's bottom. I'm glad that we got such an easy trap tile in here of just either one or two giants. Oh wow, can't take another iron armor. What a shame, what a shame, what a shame. Okay, I'm over you guys. There are unrunnable formations. In the original game, encountering those guys, you'd have to fight them because they were a boss flag at one point. That means they're unrunnable. But another quality of life change is any fight that's unrunnable, the run command would say wait instead. Pay attention to it during the next boss fight. Which I believe is going to be against our favorite recurring Tenfei character, the Earth Cave Vampire, son. Gregory House was down here hiding in a box of Vicodin. Hey, buddy! He's like, my goodness, you seem to be quite frightfully over-leveled for this battle, I'm just saying. Also, only half of your party sprites contain the color blue. Oh, blue! As he goes into hell. Okay. We found Cube. Not a bad movie. And remember, we found Rod at the bottom of the Marsh Cave, son. In his Earnhardt Jr. t-shirt. With a frosty Yingling in his hand, so we can smash this open and head on down. We need to not get nuked to death by gremlins and gargoyles. In that order. Dark. That's neat, I guess. Enjoy your nukes, shitlords. Oozes and arachnids. That's a pen and paper role-playing series that I'm not going near. I don't care for either of those two things. Okay. Another heal staff. Anyone else need to spam heals? I guess you could. Money. Bat. Experience in a box. Experience in a box. Okay, we could actually do an advanced technique. We could warp to the previous floor and get through here a little bit quicker. Wow, Grimps and werewolves. Neat. That's real nifty. That's real neat, champ. Run away and run away and run away and nuke. In case we start getting paralyzed. Now, if the fighter does have resist all, then he should resist paralysis. He did get poisoned at one point, though. I mean, resist doesn't mean you're immune to it. It just means you, like, resist it. Like when you go on a diet and you're like, I'm resisting Krispy Kreme donuts. You're like, I saw you eat half the box in the break room. Like, yeah, I took half damage. Old me would have eaten the whole box. And then gone to Krispy Kreme and bought a second one. I'm sick. There was a rumor once that we were going to get a Krispy Kreme donuts here in town, but it never happened. Which is why you're currently hearing this video. Because if it had happened, I probably wouldn't be here anymore. I'd be all crispied out, son. I guess we could use some of our big fun spells. Yeah, I like that blursing change, because normally you really wouldn't use your level 8 spells. Plus, with the spells being randomized, you'd get like Lock 1 or Cure 2 as a level 8 spell. Heal helmets. I don't really have the space for it. Sorry, brah. We could equip it on the fighter, I guess. He will be able to equip this temper when he class changes. You know what? I'm going to do it for fun. Oh, he can't equip it. Oh, that doesn't matter. He has a way to heal in battle. And that's a good thing. And that's a good thing. And that's a good thing. Yeah, everyone has a way to heal in battle. I like it. Experience. Okay. Next floor is Lich. There are no treasures, I believe, so we can walk straight to him. So as long as we can avoid the nuke gargoyle, son. The edgiest Disney gargoyles OC. Wouldn't get mine. I wouldn't mind getting nuked by Demona, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Okay. I don't foresee this battle being too tough unless he has, like, nuclear or, you know, hell, just the nuke spell. But I think we're going to take care of Lich handily. Look at how neat and even our Gil count is at the moment. That's something. Hey, buddy, ain't you fucking pretty? Temper yourself. Temper yourself. We should temper the white mage so that they can swing that Excalibur. But just for fun, I think we'll cast Fades and Nukes. Ooh. Ooh. And he's dead. Good times. Let's get the hell out of here. Well, there's one orb lit. Let's sleep in a house. Like we're Bulma on Namek. We'll go fight a crab in a mech suit later. Might even kill a couple of Frieza's henchmen. See who can run away first? All of the wolves or us? Now, what key item? We got the... Oh yeah, we still haven't turned in the adamant yet. The cube we can't do anything with until we find the chime, since we need both of those to get through the Mirage Tower. Kaizoku. I believe that's Japanese for pirate. but I'm also very ignorant, so he might not be. All right, we want to turn into adamant. We can actually park right here. So that little bridge there above the canoe is something the randomizer added. Because normally once you blow that little stretch of land up, you can't walk across it, which in the original game you would never have a reason to, because by the time you got the canoe to park the boat here, you wouldn't, you know, just saying, it's just quality of life improvement. Why you got to question every damn thing? Hey, buddy. The crown. Well, I can walk right down there to Astos, and spoilers, that's what I'm going to be doing. Kicking him in the ass with my toes. Later, I'm going to Bond Burger his sister, son. Okay. Ain't even got to get in my boat. Guess I'll save as a precaution. Buddy boy. I'm just going to melee him. Even the black mage melees in this fight. Wow. We just did scrape by. The slab. We can go back to Melmond and talk to Dr. Oon. Or as Ernest P. Worrell calls him, Dr. Oon. Hey, Vern. Yeah, I'm out here learning Lee Finish, Vern. Gonna defeat the elemental fiends. I like to think of Jim Varney as getting trapped in the time loop like Garland, although it would be, you know, an accident like Ernest goes to jail or whatever. He ends up being turned into chaos. He's just real, hey, we got that ice sword for free. Neat. So 35, 34, 19, 34, 32, 22. So you all can do that math in your head. What is this shitty saber doing in my inventory? And in this one, okay. Dual wield. Nightmare horse. Somehow we won. This is like a fairly vanilla tile here with these mummies. Normally this is one of the spots where you grind money and XP in the original game. Because you could just fire to some mummies all day, every day. Even harm when you're fighting mummies. Should probably do a quick sound sync. M-W-A-S. It's a good thing. I don't even know if we cast a spell, but I'm asleep in a house. Alright, let's go learn Lee Finish. We don't really have a reason to, because we can't go to Lyfen, or whatever the town is, without the airship. Alright, we're going to have to go into the ice cave or the volcano now. There's no getting around it. I can't remember if there's any good shit here that we didn't buy the first time. No, just that ice, which I've got more ice swords than I know what to do with. I guess we could sell one. As for your fine armors, just an ice shield. Just an ice shield. Hey, buddy. He taught us Lefinish in an afternoon. Yeah, I'll go activate the orbs. Don't tell me what to fucking do. You ain't my boss. Alright, we slept in a bed, I presume. Well, the easiest thing to do right now would be to head straight over to the ice cave. So that's what we'll do. Sahag. Sahag. Eat Sahag. That's how the things got their name. They originally were just called hags. But when we were sailing across the boat, one of them crawled out of the water. We were like, what the hell is that? And one of the crew members on the boat, who was an Italian man, proclaimed, eat Sahag. Like, you heard the man. It Sahag. He needs to work on his conjoined it and is's. Remember, if it's supposed to be possessive, it's just ITS. But if it's supposed to be a contraction, then it's IT''S. Scalawag. Realize you kids weren't getting your daily allotted dosage of Homestar Runner references, son. I was letting you down. Hey, remember when we were canoeing down there earlier? Good times. Oh no, the ice cave is real intimidating and scary, because this is vanilla Final Fantasy 1. How will we ever manage? Of course, there could be something awful in here. Casting awful spells. Okay, you crowd aren't that bad because I can just run away. It's a good thing. R bones. I prefer S bones. Rolling them bones in the randomizer. That's what the randomizer is when you think about it, son. You're rolling them bones to see what you get. Not the frost, D. We encountered this mythological beast, this horrific frost dragon in vanilla Final Fantasy. I'd still be shitting my pants, and the white mage just walked forward and hit it upside the head with the flat side of the Excalibur, son. I don't even think it killed him. I think he was so shocked and demoralized he just ran away. Do you crowd want to see how you can cheat like a motherfucker if you have the warp spell when you first come to the ice cave? Normally, that middle box would have the floater, or in this case, it's just an incentivized item. And you have to go above, or you fall down, and then you go up, and then you fall down a hole, and it's a huge pain in the ass. But if you happen to have the warp spell, which is something you can never normally do without the floater already in your inventory, you step down here, you cast warp, and it puts you on that tile so you can open all 3 of these boxes. Flame plus floor is much better than this shitty iron armor, so we're definitely going to equip that. Boom. And there's our dank herb. Now I want to keep checking the rest of the chests in here, so we are going to advance forward. Not the red D. The white mage might have to hit him twice. Punch Boy put him out of his misery before he could be shamed by the Excalibur mage. Sphinx. So we need Brock Sampson here. Although, ironically, he was part of Sphinx during one of the seasons. Although it wasn't the real Sphinx. Real Sphinx has never been tried. Alright. Money. Experience. Now, if I don't want to fight them again, I could warp. And we could just fight the red D. Somehow we won. He held his shirt up, and it was so crispy fresh from the dryer that it destroyed him. He was consumed by the gain. Alright, what we got in these boxes today, lads? Not the wraths. Don't beat my black mage to death. That's a shitty, terrible thing to do. Okay, we did it. Let's see, we got a heal potion, $38, and $28 at a Gregory house. 2 zombies, son. The cranberries won't even have time to get their fucking instruments tuned. I think that's the first time he's beat someone to death with that mage staff. It was very satisfying. Money and a katana. Well, once we upgrade to the knight and he demands his Excalibur back that he just let the white mage borrow, then we can be white mage katana. Shiro mage katana. I don't know the Japanese word for mage. Mao? That's what they call, like, the demon lord. Shiro Mao katana. Somebody figure out the kanji for that. And then get it as a tattoo. I guarantee you'll get your ass kicked at some point in your life with a tattoo like that. Hey, when you come into work on Monday and like you're real tired, does anyone ever come up to you and pull their shirt up and show you they have a giant chest tattoo that says Shiro Mao Katana? No. No, man, no. You get your ass kicked with a weeb tattoo like that. Alright, and so in these last 3 boxes, I guess we'll fight these red bones for fun. Boning for fun, as they call it. Guess I'll use some of my inexhaustible magic supply for fun. How are you going to survive while casting a holy? Fire 3. We'll put you down. Simon Belmont would call it cheating to permanently kill a red skeleton. I was about to say nothing but shitty money boxes, but then we got the big money box. I ain't walking out of here with my legs when I've got the exit spell. When I've got Greg House to restore all of my MP. But ironically, he diagnosed me with lupus. Oh no, these things. Remember when I was scared of these things? I scarcely remember it. That was the distant past of like 30 or 40 minutes ago. This is Final Fantasy Randomizer, boys. You just slam the gas to the metal, to the hilt, son. When you play Final Fantasy Randomizer, you want to hear the nuts slapping. Okay. I'm trying to remember what we actually... Oh, we got the dang herb. So we can go wake the prince up. My name's Matoya, and I got me some herb. Wow. Eyeball Joe. I like to think these sea monsters aren't even climbing on the boat to fight us anymore because we're so intimidating. We're just sailing so fast, we're slamming into them, and they're getting thrown up on the deck. God, it reminds me of taking the boat in Final Fantasy XI to get to the dunes from Windurst so that you could level and try to unlock your sub-job. And sometimes the Kraken would appear on the boat. Final Fantasy XI was terrifying. It's the most terrifying MMO I've ever played. Alright, does everyone have magics on their magic tiers? I can't remember. I remember we gave him Zap. Stop. Lock. Lock increases accuracy. He can also open the locked doors in World of Ruin Marsh, so you can get the Ragnarok and the Cursed Shield. You're like, stop referencing other Final Fantasies, Tenfei. God. You're playing Final Fantasy 1. Jeez. Gee whiz. God damn if we ain't got money. It rags to riches. The Final Fantasy Randomizer story. Hey, sweetheart honey, it's time to wake up to justice. Please give me the floater. Please say floater. A Masamune +2. I guess. I'm tempted to give that to the Black Mage, but we definitely want that on our boy. Well, he's never going to want the Excalibur back now, son. The White Mage can keep that to end game. End game katana. Don't forget theirs. Oh yeah, we got to go raid Corneria Castle. I forgot we had the key. The floater could have been in Corneria Castle this whole time. I'm such a fool. Find it free experience in a box. The fastest way to Corneria is going to be to sail that boat around the continent. You don't get to use this southern dock of Elfland very often, son. I'm telling you. I think that might be my favorite aspect of the randomizer. Other than the fact that it gives me an excuse to play one of my favorite video games of all time, the original Final Fantasy, in a fresh new way. But just the fact that you use items and weapons and shit that you never normally would use, just depending on what you find. You get to traverse the map in fun ways. Have fun, share laughs, son. Was there anything that I cared about in town? Unfortunately, we don't need any more crystals. Guess we should have plenty of these. We should have plenty of these. We've reached a just fucking spend money. The Brewster's Millions stage. Yeah, I don't think we need to worry about level 1 magic. Was there any ultra broken shit that I said I was going to buy? Oh yeah, defense sword. The knight could equip it. That casts ruse as well. It's like the ruse staff, but better. Let's see. Let's make room for it. We can buy more... Oh yeah, we don't need this katana anymore, but we could buy more ice swords later if we desperately decide we need a damn ice sword. Cool, cool, cool. Put it there. You want... If you have an item that casts a spell that you intend to use a lot, you want it to be in the top left because that appears at the top of the list. In case you're wondering why I'm min-maxing my inventory. You're like, oh, I just thought you were Tenfei. I've watched you play Resident Evil enough. Yeah, nobody can use the Aegis to know about sorting your inventory. Alright, let's find out what's in the treasury. Or as I like to call it, the Light Warrior's free shit locker. That's what the ancients that built it originally wanted it to be called. Okay. Okay. I like the chest. I think the chest that had one gill in it had been like robbed. And they just missed one in the corner. They missed a single gil coin. The floater! We could have been Airship boys for so long. Ever since we turned in the TNT. Ah, such fools. Alright, what's the fastest way to to sail around? We might as well enjoy sailing while we can, because we're going to be sailing the skies. The sea of skies before too long. One pirate jumped on our boat. He wasn't even trying to attack us. He was just desperate. He'd been floating on a barrel. Like Monkey D. Luffy. We're just going to sail across the ocean. It might be faster than sailing around the continent. Son, I think that's what the explorers did back in the day. They're like, man, I hate sailing around Africa. If only we could sail around the globe. I'm going to save for fun. Airships, please. Where's my floater? Oh, yeah. God, this feels slow. We run around so fast. We're so spoiled. What do we want to do? I wish. Son, I got all this money burning a hole in my pocket, and I got an airship, son. You know what I'm thinking? I need to get me some fucking rat tail, boys. I'm telling you, we could land this thing on top of Clara. Be like, hey, y'all doing that river dance to make the whirlwind better? I'll help. I'll coach. Hey, the blue T-Rex. This is like the rarest overworld monster that gives the most experience, I believe. Yeah, he hits like a fucking truck, too. It's a good thing he went after Punch Boy. My God. Yeah, one strategy speedrunners do is they'll find a spot, like in the desert, in one of the encounter tables, where, tell you what, just cast Cure 4. Where your first encounter after, like, a power cycle is one of those T-Rexes, and then they'll just kill it, save, power cycle, and do that over and over. Son, you'll gain levels like you read about in Nintendo Power. I love that Blue went first, but we're still going to run away because one of them wolves managed to tank it. He tanked a Fire 3 in the jaw, son. Luis Senpai met his match that one time. Okay. This is fun and all, but I need to get to Leafin Town. Hey, how y'all doing? Yeah, my airship. It belongs to me. So this guy normally gives you the chime to get into the Mirage Tower. A bottle. We gotta go to Gaia? I think is the name of the town. There's a flag called Leffinish Hospitality I turned on that puts an inn and a resurrection clinic here. Also, I turned on Super Magic Shop, so instead of just the level 8 stores, they have every tier of magic for sale here, boys. Bane. That's an expensive fucking spell, boys. We can't even learn it, though, because our level 8 slots are full. Nice 3 at level 7. I mean, what else is he going to cast? Saber would be good if he had the Excalibur. What is this? Level 6? I guess I'll give him Lit, too. Just so he has something to cast. Yeah, we'll give him Sleep. In case we all stay up too late watching scary movies. Did we teach him? I think we only taught him Fire 3, right? We didn't get to teach him Fast. Yeah, let's teach him Fast. He's gonna learn Fast real quick. Did we teach it to him? I can't. Okay, we already know that spell. I lost track. Yeah, we have Nuke. I think all of our other levels are fine. Alright, as for white magic, you can't actually learn. Harm 2, what a shame. Wait, Life 2 would be the best spell to find. I guess Harm 3. There's no harm in Harm 3. Didn't we teach you in... No, you have Invis 2 in your level. Okay, yeah. If we got ways to cast Invis 2, if we find a white shirt, we'll be stacking Invises all day, every day. Yeah, I think we're good on these spells too. Now I'm thinking about it. I guess we didn't get Life 2, Arise. Just didn't appear in any of the shops. There are actually 2 level 8 magic shops, is that right? I've been playing this randomizer so long I've forgotten real, regular Final Fantasy. I've been poisoned. They be poison. Poison randomizers. I think we could fight a bunch of wolves for fun. Nuking wolves for fun. Fade away. The monsters all died. What a shame. Okay, once we get to the airship, we'll form our plan. Just like Resident Evil 2 Remake Randomizer, son, you've always got the hashtag form the plan. Okay, based on what we have... Oh, we gotta go let the fairy out of the bottle. I'm a fairy in a bottle. You gotta unleash me the right way. Let's see what the caravan has. Mr. Underhill. Oasis. The most dangerous stand. I don't remember how many houses we have, but we have 11 more than that now. Alright, there's the town. Oh yeah, we can go into the waterfall as well. Son, TLC. I know they'll have something to say about it. We would want to spend minimum time in the river because of the cremate fish. Hey, we made it all the way here. For free. Heal cabin pures. I see. What say you? You have beautiful legs. You're also dead now. What say you, soldier man? Yes, I have not found Oxyel. I'm just obliterating everybody with this NPC guillotine, boys. I had the best fucking time. You have legs! She screamed as she disappeared into the void. Ice 3 and Saber, yeah. He can't learn that until he class upgrades. Give that boy a cat claw. Let him cast Saber. He'll get shit done. Okay, we can't actually do anything here without Oxyel. We should have gone to Gaia first and let the fairy out of the bottle in case the vanilla Oxyel was there. Although I prefer mocha Oxyel myself. I'm actually a big fan of citrus. It's the finest of the flavors, son. I disagree with bare naked ladies. I'm like, at least put on some thigh highs before you start arguing with me. Bare naked dragoon ladies. Now that's a band I'd follow. Okay. Nightmare horse. Nightmare horse. I'm gonna punch a nightmare horse. Blizzard. That is a fucking nightmare, son. Tommy's over there in his room right now playing Diablo 4. That was big damage, I'm not gonna lie. Those things are somewhat dangerous. I might even cast one of my heal spells for fun. Neat. Like, not in Vias. They're like, you can't cast that outside of battle, you fool. You fool! You fool of a white mage. March it around with your Excalibur sword. We could use a good, He's still wearing this thing. The only thing is, if we took all of his gear off, his defense would probably go up because, you know, he's a black belt. But then he wouldn't have the pro rings benefit of resisting death. So ideally we want to find a good ruby or the opal. If we find the opal bangle or opal bracelet, I think it is, we're definitely going to give that to our boy in the second row. He's an 8, he's a 9, he's a 10, I know. Whiz Mummy. Even the Whiz Mummy gets holy to death. Yeah, we ain't gonna have nary level to gain on our advanced classes by the time we find that damn rat tail. Bahamut's gonna be like, it's about time. I'll be like, the problem, Bahamut, is that I got too much rat tail. I got 255 rat tail, and then it rolled over to 0. son. That was when I spent all of spring break at Clara instead of just a 3-day weekend, boys. Punch that mummy. That's real bummy. If little Ralph from Christmas Story were here, he would say, that's crummy. Just like an Ovaltine ad. Okay, I guess we'll sit here and watch this for a minute. At least one of y'all had enough sense to run away. I mean, we could beat the whole thing without class upgrading, really. We might be strong enough for endgame if we find a few more pieces of gear. The only downside, of course, is that our fighter's not going to have the biggest defense he could with his blurst and all. Blurst with awesome. Yeah, can't do nothing with that. Experience is good. Giant swords is good. Age of Shields can't do nothing. What say you, buddy? The chime. God, I'd hope that robot had some rat tail to hand me. Rat tail robots. Okay, so we're either going to have to go in the Mirage Tower up to the Sky Castle, Floating Fortress, aka the Space Station. You like Space Station in a Final Fantasy? But that sounds like sci-fi nonsense. My God, it's the first time I've seen Final Fantasy, is it? Sakaguchi loves to slip sci-fi nonsense in there. These things ain't worth fighting. I just wanted to see how bad my boys could fuck one up. Rather well. The volcano has no incentive item, which means the rat tail can't be in there. Now, the rat tail could be in its canonical location in the Castle of Ordeals. Might be worth taking a gander at, I guess. We could also check the free treasures here, but I don't want to go into Bahamut's house until I have rat tail. When they open the door to let me in, I want to see him fucking wince, because the aroma of rat tail is radiating off my body so profusely. I've been marinated in rat tail, boys. Okay. See if we can just scrape by on this battle, son. We just did pull through. The Gurpeed. He's Gur dead. The Gur in Gur dead stands for graveyard. He's graveyard dead. Catman. He's got Dark Touch. Dark Touch Catman. That's a fucking Guilty Gear character right there, boys. Only the Black Mage can't one-shot. We could give the Katana to the White Mage once we class upgrade. Give the Excalibur to the Fighter/Knight. And then we could give the Masamune to the Black Wizard, son. We'd have us a melee team, boys. Yeah, I've got the crown, idiot. I didn't sequence break. Alright, the teleporters in here, I believe, are randomized. So let's see if we can get through this damn place. Always be running. Okay, well that's a... At least that one lets you know right away that it's gonna teleport you. Let's check what's in this box for fun. The Frosty. Dead. Okay, yeah. I mean, it's nice, but we can't really use it. And that brought me here. We're gonna try the bottom one each time. I'm gonna cast a nuke just in case. Oops! You let that little boy, that little feller, go nuking, son. He wants to go first. He wants to place the order at the McDonald's kiosk. Well, look, we got lucky. Yet again. The Mage. He's got an odd body type. He's also dead. These two things are connected. Okay, thanks. They actually made it where you can walk around that trap tile. God bless them. Now, one of these boxes will be empty because it's linked to that other chest. Well, now we have another way to cast fire, too, for fun. You're probably going to do that more than use the heal staff, so there we go. I still can't get over Knight and White Mage only Excalibur. Call him the Night Mage, is what we should have been calling him. Okay, that was the link chest. So it had that same... Oh, wow, cloth +3. Is that the first time we've seen cloth armor? You crowd look real fun, but I need to get the hell away from you. So either we're going to run away or you're going to get blowed up. All blowed up. Loot was in that box, boys. We're going to give him 2 swords. He's going to spark 2x Gale Slash and Life Sprinkler. We found the eye. The eyes have it. We found the grind dial if we were worried about money or experience. The only downside is when we class change to Knight, he's not going to have very many spell charges. Because I think he only gains them as he levels as a Knight. So I don't think we need to be grinding. Alright. Well, we needed the loot to beat the game. So either, I guess the tail must be in the Sky Castle. I feel like... Oh, we still haven't opened that damn bottle in Gaia. You crowd keep not reminding me from the future. I'm not hearing the collective Tenfei viewer scream from the future that I sometimes detect when y'all are real upset. That Sphinx knew what was up. You get 1 experience point from seeing the enemies run away. That's good. That's funny. Alright, luckily, Gaia's right here in the Eye of the Hawk. What's up, buddy, in your pink pants? This town is Gaia. And then he's gone. My life's work completed. I told someone the name of town. I'm the hero of Gaia. Regular heal and fear. What you got at the item shop? A few of these. There's no way we're going to use 41 of those fucking things in the rest of the game. But what can you do? Oh, you're giving me a spoiler. That's neat. What's your broom got to say? Do you have great power? I was subscribed to Nintendo Power in my youth. I think that counts. What are you selling? Ooh, the white shirt. So, we're going to want that. We also got a cap +4. Damn, the ice armor ain't cheap. Okay, how are we going to make room for this? Let's just drop this. Because hopefully we're going to find that rat tail soon. Don't count your rat tail before it hatches, son. Okay. The light axe casts Dia2. Thor hammer is a weapon upgrade for the white mage when they become a wizard. Can't carry. What are you holding? I forgot about this. Iron hammered it. I mean, I know that they're not going to equip it as a weapon, but I like the fact that they have a way to cast Bolt 2 for free. I like that we can walk in a store and buy Mjolnir, Thor's mighty hammer. I hear he's the god of hammers. Okay, I'm going to talk to this pirate up here. He'll be like, "Oi, I kidnapped a fairy and sold her," and then he's going to disappear into hell. Say hello to Pink Pants Man for me. Although that pirate had pink pants too. The Pink Panther Pirate. Okay, I'm a fairy in a bottle. No, not Rod. He's like, hell yeah. Oxiel. Okay, do we want to go through the Sky Castle or to the Sea Shrine? We're closer to the Sky Castle, so we'll go there. The Mirage Tower. Now we need to decide how many of the chests in here we're going to check. I wouldn't mind a couple more ribbons. One for Punch Boy. Because remember, our MT has innate resistances, and our Black Mage, God bless him, can't wear a ribbon because he has a cool hat. You're like, what about when he class upgrades? I'm like, he has cool spiky hair. You can't put a ribbon in cool spiky hair. What the hell's wrong with you? You don't even have the courage to bring up Cloud Strife in the wall market. That would be a good like, I don't know what to call it, anecdote or soliloquy or reference for the Tarmac and Jalad at Tanagra crowd from Star Trek The Next Generation. Oh, well, the witch told us this was here. Does anyone want the ability? I guess you can have the ability to cast Ice too. Cloud Strife at the Wall Market. Don Corneo, his dick hard. Sector 7, when the plate fell. Okay, we can actually just warp back a floor. Like so. Should have used a house just to get that warp charge back. If you wanted to properly min-max. How y'all been enjoying the randomizer? We've been having a fairly easy time. But like I said, I left the settings on like mostly their default state. It's a good introduction to the randomizer because we're just having fun. You can get into some miserable fucking slogs, especially when you start like having the game randomly draft your party for you and you end up with like 2 thieves and a white mage. Son, you got to make that shit work. Silver knife +5. He took his Vorpal sword in hand. Long time to make some foe he saw. Now, I like the Vorpal sword, and the white mage can equip it too. Interesting. Interesting. I mean, we can drop some garbage just to be able to take this cool sword with us. Now, the thing about the Vorpal sword is it has a really high crit rate. So some people use it as their in-game weapon if they don't find, a mass immune or a high-level katana. The sun sword hurts undead. I want that. I want that! Drop your giant sword. Get your sun sword. I wish we had a red mage. The Falchion. The light axe. Oh. The Chimera. She is bitching, no? He's going to use Aqua Lung. We're going to learn a blue magic spell. Blue dragons are neat, I guess. I like punching them to death. Sometimes you can cut them with a katana sword, I guess. Level 30. I think 50 is the max level, isn't it? Jesus. Bleep bloop robots. Okay. Oh my god. I've learned the Shadow Clone no Jutsu. We're all going to an Eiffel 65 concert after this, so that we can all demand that they sing a blue. And then for the encore, they'll continue to sing a blue. Da-ba-dee, a da-ba-da. God bless you, Earthgate Vampire. Everyone's favorite. He's right up there with the Armless Slasher for everyone's favorite recurring 10 fake characters. I feel like killing these saber-toothed tigers and naga-headed women. Just for fun. We punched your cats to death, and then we blew you up with holy magic. That's a Sunday evening, boys. And on the trap tile, we got frost wolves. I'm just going to leave them be. I feel bad for them. Right, robot guy? Alright, how much of this fucking place do we want to check? A lot of it. The incentive chest is going to be where the adamant normally is. That cast's confused, so I don't give a shit. That hurts magic. Manticore, 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 Manticore. Ice 3. And then the white mage did all the work. Soft. Pro-ring. Now we can use warp shenanigans to get around these floors easier as we loot them. Coral sword, short sword, Gregory House, Hugh fucking Lowry hiding in a box. Doesn't want anyone to know about his English accent. The first time I heard Hugh Lowry talk when he wasn't portraying Gregory House, boys. I didn't know what was happening. The entire country of America, we banded together. It was the one thing that united the country, as all of us agreed that it didn't sound right. I think Gregory House has supplanted Hugh Lowry as the dominant personality. It's like how Garth Brooks is always fighting that inner battle against Chris Gaines, his inner hollow. Oh yeah, there was a box at the bottom. I want to know what was in it. Brad Pitt and Seven give me strength to know what's in this box. These are bad, bad men. And what's her name from the Max isn't going to show up to cut their head off for us, so we're going to have to run away. Julie? I think it's the name of the girl from the Max. She's like the most important character, even outside of the Max himself. And I can't remember her name. I remember the guy's name was Mr. Gong. He was like her uncle. That show was weird. That was a show I watched as a kid, like intermittently. You would catch it on late at night on MTV, which was dangerous because if my mom heard a single or coming out of my room, she would immediately come in there and I'd get in trouble. So I weren't allowed to watch Beavis and Butthead. So if I turned it on MTV and it was MTV's Oddities, like the way they presented it, it was an odd experience. Sitting in my room in the dark by myself, real close to the TV with the volume turned only part way up. Watching the Max. It's got some creepy fucking scenes in it, boys, for a little feller. You know, I bought that show on DVD years ago when I saw it was on sale on DVD. I should try to rewatch it sometime. I need to recreate those conditions. I need to hook a DVD player up to my old gaming CRT so I can watch it as I originally did as a kid. There'll be a promo on there for Beavis and Butthead, and the moment it starts, my phone will start vibrating, and when I look down, it'll be a call from my mom. I'll be like, she knows. I'm still forbidden to watch Beavis and Butthead. Okay. We'll check the incentive chest last. We want to build the anticipation for what will surely be the rat tail. Okay. Flame sword. Wow, neat. Thanks. My favorite. Silver gauntlets, soft potions. I'm gonna use it just like lotion. I bet the soft potion's probably real good for your skin even when you're not petrified. Money in a box, money in a box. I don't care about money in a box. Okay. Okay. Well, hey guys. You look like some assholes I'm gonna kill. I just realized I need to be less, what's the word I'm looking for? Frivolous with my spell charges. There might be a certain something waiting for us on the top floor other than Tiamat. We'll worry about that bridge. We'll burn that bridge when we get to it, son. I'm finished looting in the space station first. The remake of System Shock came out recently. That's a series I've always been interested in, but I couldn't acclimate to the 90s gameplay style because I didn't play, you know, as a kid with my Packard Bell computer that just could run the shareware version of Doom. Hell yeah, boys! Rat tail all around. I might leave and go class upgrade right now. But I want to check these boxes on the next floor first. So let's see, there's some boxes up here. Money. Cabin. Man, we ain't find nothing but shitty money boxes. Look at this thing. From Hell's Heart, he stabbed at my black mage. Guess we can throw out one of them big heals for fun. Ooh. Thanks. Yeah. Silver axe. Silver axe. I ain't got room in my inventory. Okay, we need to warp back to do. These should be the last boxes in here to check. Alright, let's get the hell out of here. Alright, here's my plan. It won't take us long. Let's run over here, go see Bahamut about some class upgrading. Maybe share a few lewd anecdotes with him about how we procured this rat tail. There I was, Bahamut. I was tanking them Clayra dancers with both hands, son. I was like Zolo or Zoro from One Piece, tri-wielding, son. Each hand had a hold of a rat tail, and then the third rat tail I had a hold of with my mouth. Boys, the tail of the rat proves your courage. Damn right. Oh yeah, look at them boys with their proportionately correct size heads. Okay, so we can now decide for fun. Yeah, I say let's do it. Okay, I can't tell what I'm doing because of the glitch. Okay, you do that. You go 1, 2, 3, 4. And the katana goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know if the recording... I'm recording this with OBS. So I'm not sure if the fact that I can't see where the little blinky hand is showing up for y'all as well. Me making excuses for bad gameplay gave me glottal error. And now everyone gets a good melee weapon. Punch Boy's melee weapon is his hands. His beautiful, perfect hands. He's like that robot that could play the piano in Big O. Alright, he can... Oh yeah, he can't wear the heel helm. I forgot. I thought we found a white shirt? Am I misremembering? What the hell happened? He can put the black shirt on now, which is fine, because it means we can drop this silver bangle. Or I guess we could trade. I don't remember. I remembered something involving a white shirt. I don't know. It'll come back to me later. Celine Dion could sing me a song about it. Alright, now I have a setting turned on called Bahamut's Treasure Trove. So normally you have to go around to all these dragon islands to get these chests, but the linked chests appear in here, so those chests will be empty if we go to open them. So we can just get all the items at once and be fucking done with it. Pro cape. There's a gold armlet. We'll give that to this boy right here. Alright. Everything's good so far, I'd like to think. Exit. Stage left even. Alright, do we want to go back and finish off Tiamat? Or do we want to head into the Sunken Shrine? Oh yeah, we want to learn magic at a certain point. Although, he ain't got no spell charges. Because he's level 30 fucking 2 as a fighter. But it's no big deal. Yeah, we'll go ahead and finish off the floating castle. Since we're in the neighborhood. Besides, the water shrine's the most aggravating one anyway. Alright, luckily we can just run up the tower now. We don't have to worry about a single treasure chest. Oh, I should have... Yeah, I'm gonna get my spell charges back just in case. Alright, and save the game, of course. I may have done that before. I can't remember. I'm going so fast and loose in this randomizer. I can't remember where I'm saving or going. I'm gonna let you crowd live. You gotta leave a few blue-loving vampires so they can repopulate. Don't even ask them how they order their steak, son. All of them love talking about selling and using, or buying and selling used cars, but only because they get to discuss the Kelly Blue Book value of them. They don't think Saga Frontier has 7 main characters, son, because there's one they always pick. And Pokemon, the original, they always wondered why you can't get all the Pokemon, because there's only one version of the original Game Boy Pokemon to those vampires. Alright, we're up here. Running away from the battles today takes everything you got. Alright, we need to go up 2, over 2. Gurnaga and Air. I'm going to fight you for fun since I've got melee boys these days. That's big damage. He missed. That's big damage. Alright, if I'm remembering correctly, we've... Yeah, there's the thing. So go up, up, and now we just go over. And over. Oh no! Advanced vampires. Their capes are all a royal blue. I think I made that joke in a previous playthrough. Heaven forbid Tenfei reference previous joke, including this joke of referencing a previous joke. We're in too deep, son. Even Abed from Community would call it excessively meta. Alright, I hope we don't encounter any extra spicy boys here on the Sky Bridge, but just in case, we're getting our loins to max girded status. Fighters and fighters and fighters and fighters, oh my. Chop chop. Punch punch. Slice slice. Everybody won. Everybody won. You got spell charges yet? He does. Oh boy. Scared to death that we were going to see a certain ornery robot. I like to think that was Warmech's original name, was the Japanese equivalent of ornery robot, but they couldn't, you know, there weren't enough characters to translate that into English, so they just made it Warmech. In future versions of the game, he's referred to as the Death Machine. Pretty fucking metal. We did it. I'm almost disappointed, but we did it. Alright, Tiamat. Here's how this is going to go down. These two boys are going to temper themselves before they camper themselves. And then since you have fast from your blursing, and you have fast from just being a black mage, next turn you're going to see some serious shit. When this fighter hits 88 crits per melee, you're going to see some serious shit. I don't feel like buffing the mages, so they're just going to cast spells. If they even get a turn. Oops. Oops. I accidentally to Tiamat. Is this awesome? Do you want me... I want to see if I could take down a Warmech. Tell you what. Let's break kayfabe. I'm going to make a save state. Just in case. Just so I can show you all Warmech. Does anyone remember how to cheat in this emulator? Save state 1. What if I loaded state 1 and it took us back to the beginning of the game, boys? I'd weep openly. Let's do another sound sync. MWAS. Okay, cool. He didn't even need a heal potion. I gave him one. Alright, you're not Warmech. You ain't nothing. You ain't nothing. We won't stay here too long. I'm just going to try a couple of fights. There's an option to have a mandatory Warmech battle. I should have turned that on. I apologize, y'all. If I'd have thought about it, I'd have turned that on. It puts a little NPC here at the end of the bridge, just like, hey, I'm Warmech. You want to fight Tiamat? You got to go through me first, buddy. There's also a setting that just makes it where Warmech can appear anywhere in the world. So I'm telling you, there's some serious shenanigans when you get into the more advanced settings of this randomizer. So once again, your crowd are going to have to let me know in the comments if you're having fun, sharing laughs. Because this could be a nice relaxing way to crank out a Tenfei video, boys. And then go back to bed. The air. He puts on the airs. Well, at least the battles go by real quick while you're searching for War Mech. Alright, I'm going to get in 3 more battles and then we'll just leave. There's 1. There's 2. Alright. Let's bet on big money War Mechs. If you crowd weren't dragging this fucking fight out. Alright, it's close enough. Look at the, like, screen tearing. Yeah, you ain't War Mech. You ain't nothing. You ain't nothing! Alright, let's get the hell out of here. 3 orbs! Actually 2. I forgot we didn't finish off Carrie in the volcano. Boy, she's down there sweating. Which is impressive considering she's a fiery snake woman in the heart of a volcano. You think she'd be used to that shit, son. Get her some pH balanced deodorant. Strong enough for man, but pH balanced for a fiery snake woman. You're like, fuck that shit, Uncle Tenfei. I like my fiery Naga women to be quite sweaty. Son, you should be like Tommy. His Ishizoku reviewer's waifu was the salamander girl that you can cook meat on her. The only downside is if you don't have fire resist, then you can't touch her. But, you know, doesn't stop you from eating a nice grilled meal. I'm sure at that establishment, it's not against the rules to just beat off under the table while you're eating, son. It's expected. It's like throwing your peanut shells on the floor in a roadside bar, son. The salamander girl that you're currently cooking your hibachi on will be offended if you don't. She also expects you to make full eye contact the whole time. Alright. So I guess we'll go up and see the mermaids. I don't feel like checking all the chests in here. I'm tired of checking chests. We'll just open chests that we happen to pass by, but we won't go out of our way. How's that sound, kids at home? You're like, sounds like you're fucking giving up, Uncle Tenfei. Your all's disappointment in me is causing me glottal air yet again. Alright, mermaid floor. Money, money, money. Yeah, I don't have it memorized where the chests in this place are. Give me a fucking break. The incentivized chest will be the one over there that has the slab in it normally. Return the slab. That's another thing you could watch in your youth on TV. By yourself at night with the lights off and be creeped out. Courage the Cowardly Dog, specifically the Return the Slab episode. Silver helmets. That's real cute, I guess. Cabins. There's a mode you could turn on called Shard Hunt, where instead of getting the 4 orbs, you have to find a certain number of these random shard items that are distributed around in the chests. I just remembered that's a thing you could do. There's all kinds of crazy changes the randomizer can do. It's not just, hey, play through the game except be flat busted and everything's good. Speaking of which, free ribbons for me. Alright, what do we want to drop? The Zeus Gauntlet. I mean, he's not going to cast Lit 2. If we're in a situation where he needs to be casting Lit 2, then we've already lost. Alright. So let's exit out of here. Wait, that wasn't the incentive chest, was it? Fuck. Yeah. What incentive are we even... I don't think we even need anything to beat the game. Yeah, I'm just not going to worry about it. I Can't remember if ribbons... You can make it where, like, the ribbon and the mass immune and the saber gauntlet are, like, considered key items. So, I don't know. We're just going to kill Kraken, we're going to kill Carrie, and then we're going to kill Chaos. Son. Jack Garland from Stranger of Paradise, Final Fantasy Origins just lit up. It's another game I've never played. If that game goes on sale for like $10, maybe I'll play it. Tommy never even finished it, even though he was impatiently demanding his PS5 back. God bless his heart that he loaned me for when I started my Elden Ring TMVA before I had a PS5, and my computer was too shitty to run what seemed to be a very unoptimized game. Because even Tommy's fucking supercomputer that he built stuttered and lagged trying to play Elden Ring. But he wanted to play Stranger of Paradise for PS5. God bless him. Okay, we're to the Kraken floor. Phil McCracken's personal floor, son. It's real kind of him to let us waltz down here and get beat up by a bunch of ghosts. They didn't even have the most, but I still accommodated them. Ghosts always go first. I guess that's true. You don't usually get the drop on a ghost. They tried that at the beginning of Ghostbusters. These things are beating the dog shit out of us. Have you just noticed? I know I did. Can't use a tent downstairs. Okay. And yeah, let's just use a big cure 4 on him. That's gonna be a big cure 4, buddy. Oh wait, this ain't where I'm supposed to be. Oh, I think I'm on the wrong floor. Well, that's an excuse to check a few treasure chests, I guess. Slimes. We're gonna fight some slimes. Punching slimes and cutting slimes and stabbing slimes and slashing slimes. The last slime survivor stalks his prey in the night, son. He ain't doing no damage with that Masamune, son. We might need to go ahead and give that back to the fighter, I'm just saying. We definitely will before we fight Chaos at the end of the game. That's for certain. Alright, what floor are we on again? This is like 100 floors the wrong room. We defeated the fire in the water shrine. A large knife +1. You'll have to see it. I think I just needed to go up here, yeah. Alright, this is the floor I thought I was on. Running and Magic Boy. Squint. That lobster hits pretty hard when you're some sort of punch boy in his karate pajamas. That's what MT the Knight refers to them as. I think he's just compensating for the fact that he was born with a genetic deficiency that doesn't let him equip knight gear. Walking and having good times. Walking and doing good crimes. This song is sang from the monster's point of view. They just assume we're a bunch of murder hobos. I mean, do we have a house somewhere in the world, I guess? I guess the game doesn't show you every little remote settlement on the world map, just the major towns. Throw some heals. Not that this fight's going to last much longer. Once again, unless he has some crazy shit like nuclear, I think we're going to be alright. Phil McCracken himself. Alright, you boys get tempered up. And we'll get you fast. I'll do you fast, peppy old pal. Quick shot. Now's your chance to be a quick shot. Be a quick shot. He did hit pretty hard. Not that it's going to save him from the nuke fade. Or just one fucking punch. Saitama in his prime, boys. And another one bites the dust. We're definitely in go mode at this point. Alright, let's go kill Carrie. The volcano is the easiest of the main quote-unquote dungeons to run through because you can't get encounters on the lava tiles. So as long as you're willing to just keep taking damage, you can just run down there. I believe we should go north from here. We need to go like west and north. We need to go west. Yeah, we're basically in the opposite corner of the planet. None of that matters when you've got an airship. First we get the gill, then we get the airship, then we get the rat tail. Okay. Let's get this shit over with, boys. Guguru Volcano. Sakaguchi's ghost is like, my god, he's intentionally walking on the damage tiles. He's cheating. I like to think the randomizer also randomizes how vengeful Sakaguchi's ghost feels. If I've said the name of any other Japanese game developers or directors while doing this playthrough, know that I meant Sakaguchi. Sometimes in the heat of nonsense that I'm spewing. That would be a good name for my biography, The Heat of Nonsense. I sometimes throw out Miyazaki's and Miyamoto's and Hideo Kojima's. But at the moment, I'm talking about Sakaguchi. Sakaguchi, baby, yeah. You kids would appreciate all power. I was about to say, we're not going to get one fight. Alright, just for fun, for this battle, I'm not even going to temper and haste. I'm just going to let everybody melee. And see how quickly we kill Carrie. We don't need full HP. Melee boys, melee boys. Look out, y'all, it's melee boys. Oh no, Ice 2. How will we ever survive? Somehow we won. 1987. It might be the year this game originally came out. Hot damn! We got lit orbs, baby. All that's left is to get to Chaos and kick him squarely in the dick. Also, I think his crotch has a face on it. Okay, how many heal potions? We need to buy 6 heal potions before we go down there. Remember 2 hours ago when we were here and we were young and scrappy? Remember when we were still human? We were still butt men. You said butt men. Yeah. Not really an insult, son. I'm a well-professed ass man, son. Have you not been paying attention to me talking about rat tail? You look at your friend, you're like, is he not talking about the item, the rat tail, that you show Bahamut, the class upgrade? And your friend's like, boys, you got a lot to learn about Tenfei, son. Alright, back in time. Back in time. Killing shit while we're back in time. I can't remember if you go... I think you go right here. The greatest challenge we're going to face in here is not getting lost. As I try to remember the layout of the Temple of Fiends. Yeah, I think you go over here. This loops over to here. Then we go through the middle. Well, you know I gotta fight a bunch of smug vampires. That's just proper business, son. Somehow they lived. Now remember, we do have to refight the 4 fiends, and they are more dangerous. Oh god, gassy dragon, son. James Rolfe is on his way here to make a dragon farts joke. Son, their breath weapon, they always catch you off guard because you're expecting their breath weapon to come out the mouth end of them, but it never does. Okay. Oh, we never taught our knight any magic spells. If we game over in here and have to start over, I'll go teach him some magic. But it completely slipped my mind. The Toxic Phantom, son. He's DMing all 4 of us on Twitter. Son. He asked all of us to team up with him in Overwatch or League of Legends. I figured we'll open these boxes for fun. Yeah, that was fun. Yeah, a lot of fun. Share a few laughs. Loot's gonna bust our way through here, though. Alright, what direction do you go in here? I'm trying to remember. Is it down and right? Or is it up and left? I guess we'll find out real fucking quick, won't we? Yeah, I think it was up and left. Up and to the left. Yeah, there it is. Airship. Captain, there be stairs here. Alright, this one should just be straight across. They don't let you go outside 2,000 years in the past. I wonder if anyone's ever made a ROM hack where, like, you can walk out of the Temple of Fiends and, like, the whole world is 2,000 years younger. That would be kind of neat. Ain't got time for Frosties. You could Frosties nuts. Got him. Alright, I think we're on the Earth floor. Yeah, if the Fiends have, once again, nuclear or nuke or swirl or tornado, we could still be facing some serious shit. But for the time being, we're still on cruise control for cool. Like we're posting on GameFAQs with our caps lock key taped down. Wouldn't really work. It had to be the shift key. We'll save our good heals for later. We'll just drink potions on the way. Eat a pack of nabs and drink an RC Cola till dinner time. Wow, one fucking step. The Earth was angry that day that we ran away from it. Okay, coming up on Lich, the bitch. A guaranteed snitch. Alright, let's see what we're dealing with here. We'll take precautions. We'll temper up. How many castings of... Remember, the white mage can only do it... Oh, you've got 8 fucking charges. I guess we're such a high level. I was still thinking we had 2 level 8 charges. My God, I was still thinking we might have had a single human limitation. I gotta say, one nice thing about this classic party composition is we get 2 characters of each color palette. If this was Final Fantasy III for the NES, we'd also need one of the green folks. Yeah, I'd say we just did scrape by. We might not even need to temper that crowd on these non-chaos fights. We might be able to just go in there, throw a half-fast on them, and Bob's your uncle. Robert's your mother's brother. Alright, Carrie's going to be right here. I didn't even stop to heal. I didn't even look up from my periodicals, like the library bunch, whenever Deputy Kennedy comes in there with his combat knife. Yeah, that worked. And we went in perfect order, too. He fasted them, and then he went. Fast food. Alright, Kraken. Kakalackin. Now, the Masamune chest, I don't know if it's particularly incentivized in these settings. There's actually a setting to make it where the Masamune always appears in that chest. And there's even another setting that has a war mech guarding that chest. So, I keep telling y'all about future fun times. You're like, I thank God he's getting through this boring, easy randomizer playthrough so that we can enjoy the good times. I'm just going to go for haste makes waste strats. Hasty makes wasty. Now let's cast some buffs that's real tasty. Oh, them boys is coming. Swing it. Good. God, he killed him. Tiamat. All 5 of her heads are sweating. And 3 of her assholes. Okay. I guess we'll get full HP, just as a courtesy. I'll show Tiamat that I stopped to full heal. just so she doesn't feel bad. Fight and fight. And fast and fast. Sorry, I had to sneeze. I might not remember to edit it out, but if I do, just know that I was sneezing. Iron Gulls are fun to fight right at the end of the game. That's a neat monster to kill. Alright, unless we get some horrific chaos, where he's like Cure Foreign with one hand and throwing out nuclears with the other, I have the feeling we're going to have an easy time. Although it's a shame that Heals couldn't get to level 40. I won't do it. Pour out a 40 for the White Wizard, baby. Because we're getting that level. We're fighting them Iron Gulls. We're going to ride Space Mountain, style and profile. And that's the way the Iron Gulls go. Booyah. What if the other characters gain another level? Alright. We'll do some inventory shenanigans right here at the end, because I am going to put the Masamune back on you. The Excalibur back on you. So, boom. Boom. I guess you can wear this mage staff for fun. We gave him the mage staff as a joke, intentionally. Okay. Definitely got money and time. Mash the A button. Drink them heal potions. There you go. We're so close to having 690,000. There's so many 6s and 7s and 8s in our guild, but not one 9. That's what hurts the most. If you were to ask a Deutschman if we had that number in our guild count, they would have to say 9. And you'd be like, well, so does he have 9 or not? Little who's on first joke for you kids right here at the end. I can't really do much with this, so I think we're good. Hey, Garland. Or Chaos, or whatever you like to call yourself now. Corpse. Yeah, he's got a face on his dick. I've seen this before. Alright, you're gonna temper. And you're gonna temper. And you're gonna fast. We're gonna buff before we start putting up defensive spells. I want to make sure that crowd gets fasted in case something crazy happens. Got punched for 84 damage. How will he ever take it? Alright, keep tempering. They're going to get at least 3 stacks of temper. You need to cast Invis too. What do you have? Work, quake, temper. Oh yeah, you can keep tempering these boys. Bang, 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 bang. The Black Mage would have the worst time with Bane, because remember, he has no ribbon. Corbin, my man. Alright. Use the defense sword, use the ruse staff, you put up another stack of Invis too, and you throw another temper on him. And next turn, we're just going to let her eat, boys. We're going to pump the gas. Step on the gas, step on the brake. When I say boom, 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 you say bam, 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 no buffs in between. Come on, let's jam. Step on the fade, step on the fade, step on the nuke, step on the nuke. Somehow we won. Well, there we go, boys. We made it through. Son, as the stats of the credits roll by, we can talk about how we had fun, shared laughs. But yeah, it's a fun way to play the game. Gives you an excuse to replay it. So let me know if you had a good time. I wouldn't mind doing some more of these from time to time. And like I said, we can make the settings crazier and crazier. If any of you all play Final Fantasy Randomizer, you could suggest some potentially crazy settings. Because you can randomize the towns, you can randomize the world map, all the enemy encounters, and you can adjust how difficult. Like, you could give your characters like 3 curses and no blessing, and like have a hell of a time getting through the game. You can have the game give you certain classes to choose from. You can have the game add the ability to recruit characters during the playthrough. I mean, I'm telling you, it's crazy. So there we go. I had fun recording it. I mean, shit, how often do you play through Final Fantasy in less than, 3 hours? When you're at my skill level, son. But yeah, y'all have a good one. The time loop was fixed. Remember the plot? Remember the plot of Final Fantasy? Good times. Good times.